Yo, neighbors. It's a toy kind of mood episode 184. 184. No more tears. Bald the fuck up.
Baldy's in effect, y'all.
Yeah.
The chrome domes in here. The handsome chrome domes, that is.
I mean, bald is beautiful. You know, all our bald people out there in the community, in the chat, just know that we are the beauties of this stream. And bald is beautiful, and we have taken over tonight.
Yep.
How you guys making out?
Doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Hanging in there, chilling.
Yeah.
Day off tomorrow. Good.
Oh, I'm just getting back from vacation. How about you, Spec? How you making out?
I mean, this entire year has basically been a vacation. So
I'm so sorry.
That's the state of the film industry.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Well, what? Not your OnlyFans is fine though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I like to keep that separate. I like to keep my personal life separate from my toy life, separate from my OnlyFans account.
I will not bring it up here again.
All
right. Why don't we say hi to some of the people in the chat real quick, and then we will dive into our show tonight. And guys, just as a heads up, we may see Spec come in and out. He's having some technical issues. We've already dealt with it a few times in the last 10 minutes.
I think it's ironed out. I think it is ironed out.
Rebuilt computer and all.
Oh, nope. That one's
we got our first comment of the night. Gun Bunny Customs. Evening, gentlemen.
What up, big dude?
Yo, Gun Bunny.
What's up, buddy?
And we got Tony Spikes. He's new to the chat.
Tony
What's
the
up,
Tiger.
Then we got Gun Bunny again, that he's ready for the all bald episode. Again, that sounds like a stream on OnlyFans. Baldies are us. Let's see. I'm not going to get everybody, but let's see. Yo, Jason, what's going on? We got BG in the house, Black Angus. A lot of people here already. GIJoe, what's going on?
People on in.
Yeah, this episode is going to slam.
Do.
No.
Yo, Nolan, what's up, man? We all know this guy, or at least Tony and I do, right?
I know him. I met him. Yeah, he came out to Star Wars Celebration and graciously let me have his extra pass, and that's when I met him.
That's awesome.
David's
what's up,
awesome.
David?
We had some drinks at the Joe Fest.
We got K-Mac in the house. And a special shout out to this guy, Figure God, putting together that beautiful thumbnail for tonight.
What's up, big guy? Hell yeah.
And I hope I said it right. You say it, Tony.
Which one? Figure God.
How about you, Spec? How would you say it?
Figgy God.
All right. Figure God. Figure God.
You got to do New England like Peter Griffin. Yeah, it's Figure God.
Where all we need is toy gains and punk with toys in here, and there'll be a lot of bald heads in here.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We got Derek. We got McFly.
Well, Punk's in here. He's right there.
Yeah, he's talking shit.
Of course he is. It's Punk. It goes with the name.
Say, how do I make Beanball look so good, but you guys F it up? Wait, am I allowed to say that word?
Are we in the 4 minutes in? Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sure
but
can.
You guys fuck it up.
Liquid Identity wants to talk wrestling. We got these wrestlers right here.
Yeah, baby. Nothing wrong with wrestling, but I mean, that's more of a moody wrestling kind of mood, right?
Yeah. I don't think he dips into these guys though.
He doesn't dip them in.
He dips other things.
I don't dip when he dips and you don't dip.
Double dip, a little double dipping. All right, so we got nobody wants a bunch of hair in the way anyway. That's right. Team Smooth Shave.
I need to shave. I'm about a week.
So I got a private text here that says,
so clean.
Does the carpet match the drapes? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Look at this.
TMI.
That's right. God only made so many perfect heads. That's true. Sabir's in the house. I know he's got a nice head of hair.
Here. Not Rachel. Carlos.
Not Rachel. Not Rachel Salinas.
Hugo. What up, dude? Saddam. He's the top right.
You better relax.
Oh,
boy.
man.
All right, so we got to say hi to some people. We'll come back to the chat, and let's just dive right into some of this tonight. We're going to start with the mighty McFarlane.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I find the slide. There we go. What do you guys think of this? I see a bald guy there, all the way to the right.
That would be Abin Sur.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that Hal Jordan got his ring from when he passed away.
That's right.
It looks great. That's a great body buck. I think everyone's going to put that Hal Jordan head that we got on the digital Hal Jordan on these, and you wouldn't need that custom I made. Plus, the other head goes for Tomar Ray right there. I thought they had another one for Arcus Chumuk, but I could be mistaken.
No, it's got 3 heads.
That's 3, right?
3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't see.
It has to be, because I thought I saw Arcus Chumuk, the one with the teeth that come up like this, he has a beard, and Tomar Ray, Abin Sur, and there was one there was a green head. I don't know if the chat knows, but I thought those were the heads that go with that. But that's the best thing he could have did. That's awesome.
Well, and this is what's smart about just the superhero genre in general. I mean, Marvel does it all the time. The reuse of the bucks, and this is another smart one. I mean, you even see it with the O-rings with the Ghostbusters coming out. It's all the same bucks, different heads, but it's smart reuse. I mean, kids don't notice it, but now the kids don't play with toys and only adults do. We're the same kids. Now we notice it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they nailed it.
Why if he made these picks like this with the 2 heads, how come there's no, promotional picks for the other ones? I don't know. I haven't seen them like this. But
I don't know,
because these were the 2 most recognizable characters.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then what do you think of this Dark Knight Returns? I mean, I know people crap on McFarlane, but come on.
I don't know why. I have no idea.
Dark Knight's not my most favorite design, but I do like the look of this one. I think that it nailed it pretty hard. And then this has the alternate unmasked head too, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it. Well, that's not McFarlane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. The only misstep I see here is that we just got spoiled with the wired capes, and it looks like this is a plastic one again. So
it's just weird. I don't know if it's just shown like that or what's going on with that. Yeah.
Or they're reusing it from another, because there was already a Dark Knight.
Yeah, I have that one.
The Huntress is a wired cloth goods cape, of course, but I don't know about the Dark Knight.
Yeah, I mean, the wired cape is a smart move. It shows that it can be done, and it can be done pretty cheap. I mean, McFarlane is still coming in technically around $20, right? I mean, not the collector editions. They're $24.99?
30.
30. The regular ones are 25, I think. 25.
The regular ones at Target, depending, are like anywhere from $19.99 to $22.99.
Yes. Oh, well, I just got the Robin Tim Drake, and he's got a wired cape.
Yeah.
And that was only $19.
He looks good. That's a real good figure too. Is he really tall? Did they make him shorter or? I don't have him.
I didn't take him out yet because I just got back from vacation. But he's pretty badass. I'll go grab him in a second. But yeah, these guys, and I just hit the wrong full screen.
Oh, well, I'm just waiting on my JLA. These are awesome, but I'm I'm not copping these. I'm not picking them up, but this is the latest McFarlane stuff. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but like Spec said, it's not my. I mean, I'm not into collecting stuff that's just for that story, Dark Knight Returns, but it's cool for those who want it. The Huntress is cool. She was a JLA member in Grant Morrison's run, but I don't need her. That we talked about it on Punk Stream, I think, about her face sculpt is kind of funky, but whatever.
Yeah. So I was reading the notes on this that Travis, even though he's not here, he does a hell of a job producing each episode. So I just want to give him a shout out for that. But he did include notes for this one that this is this Batman does include multiple heads, 4 extra hands, a batarang, and I actually forgot about this, so I'm glad that Travis threw this in there. It comes with the lamppost from the comic book. So nice. I think that's pretty cool. I have not seen that yet in any type of promotional art just yet.
Damn, you got a trigger finger, don't you?
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Look, I'm going to try and put us back on the screen, and then I got Tony real big. And then this is what I was
drinking. Y'all, what you drinking? I got a big old glass of what's it called? Grey Goose and cranberry.
Did somebody ask that in the chat?
So no, not Rachel asked who's the female character. So that's obviously the Huntress. Tony, you want to give a rundown on who she is?
Yeah, that's the Huntress. She's got a similar story, vengeance for her. I think one of her family members.
Her dad, he was a mob guy, right?
That was a mob boss, yeah, right?
Yeah. Not Falcone, right?
I don't think so. Bertinelli is the last name.
Oh, okay. Valerie Bertinelli?
I know, that's what I was going to say. I probably got it wrong. It's probably Bertelli.
Oh, yeah, the mob boss was Schneider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was always kind of a cool character. I know this is the updated one. There was another Huntress like way back in the Silver Age that was just kind of forgettable.
Bertinelli, that's it. That's the name. I was right.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she looks good. She looks pretty faithful to the I would say this is the 90s version.
Yeah. The cloth wired cape is where it's at.
That's is there a version? Who's the character? It's not. Is it a version of the Huntress? The love child of Batman and Selena Kyle? What character?
Yeah. Instead of Helena Bertinelli, this one there's Helena Wayne. That's what you're talking about, David.
Okay.
Yeah. So that must be just a whole new continuity. So this Huntress, she includes 3 swappable faces.
Oh, nice! I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. We already pointed out the fabric cape. She also has 4 extra hands and a crossbow. So maybe at the $29 price point, do you guys think that's worth it?
It's nice that they're upping the the goodies that they're putting in there. Because if you look at some of the original or earlier runs of this, it's the same as what you get for the $20 figure. They just put a $30.
Grabbing Robin.
Okay.
So I like that they're starting to add a little bit more in there to give you a little more bang for your buck. I think that's a nice touch.
That's the way he's going. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool, and Dark Knight Returns that's how he looked. With the claw marks on his chest and everything. Nice, Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Showing the swag.
Yeah, so he looks to be like how do I make myself big? Let's see. There we go.
I can't help you there.
Viagra.
All right, and then the light of the computer is screwing this up.
I can see it. Oh, there you go. I need that, man.
Yeah, he doesn't look too bad. I guess he's not too big. We got Batman year 2.
That Batman is so tall.
But yeah, he looks decent.
Yeah, is that like the recent Tim Drake? What does it say on the side? What is it?
It's the Rebirth.
Okay. Oh, it's Rebirth. Okay.
Yeah, Rebirth. I mean, we got the get this off me now.
Oh,
we got that Dick Grayson a few years ago, or about a year ago.
Grayson?
That he was the classic, I think, or maybe the new 52, but he was like the ultimate Robin.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
Yeah, I liked that, but that was like impossible to get. I mean, I got lucky. I think the only reason we get lucky, a lot of people go, "Oh, you guys are on YouTube," you know. The only reason I think that I got lucky is because I was paying attention to the notifications. We're in groups together. There's other groups. People are always going, "Oh, this is going live," so that's usually why we get lucky with some of the stuff that we get.
Got the Guy Gardner superpowers right here.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
There's there's another Dark Knight McFarlane. It's a 3-pack. It's the animated series. I'm gonna put the link in the private chat.
Okay.
It's a Best Buy exclusive that went up this week or last week. So it's the animated Dark Knight, and then the female Robin, and then the mutant leader.
You know what? I think I ordered that. Somebody sent me that link.
Yeah,
is it the Dark Knight? Is it the Dark Knight Returns Robin female?
Yes.
It's from the Dark Knight Returns. It's from the episode in the New Adventures of Batman where the kids are telling stories, and that's one of the 3 stories. Is there?
Yeah. That was you know what was funny about that? They were able to adapt that story for, I guess, a kid's version of Batman. And it was before they were able to actually make that, what was it, a 2-part movie thing a couple years back?
Yes.
So it was before they were taking the leaps to like really kind of get that story done right. And it was a cool version. Like it's her telling the story in the warehouse, and in her version it's that Frank Miller 80s black noir type of Batman. So
and it's a chunky looking action figure. I mean, it's all shoulders, and
the Atom came in.
He is sassy.
Since we're on McFarlane.
Yeah. Before we go to where my trigger finger kept taking me,
and he comes with a miniaturized little Atom,
which is in our chat. You know, I was saying that, and I know I'm not the first to say this, but it would be great if they did like a complimentary pack for Giant Man with
Ant-Man
to give you the different sizes.
Be awesome.
That would be.
They did a Giant Man as one of the mega figures, right? I mean, it's not Giant Man size. Or
in between these guys, I could throw the DC UC Atom in there, and I'd make a pretty good picture with the 3 different sizes. So,
is the Mega Fig the movie figure? They didn't do a classic.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at this.
Yeah.
That fucking Rich, you're so funny, dude. I know you love Dick.
Something else. But Robin is great. That's right. Robin is great. Yeah, there's a lot of Robin love in here. That Dick Grayson Robin's amazing. It's my favorite Robin. But what's funny is that Dick Grayson Robin it's just a new head on that Carrie Kelly Robin. It's the same one.
That's weird.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, the Carrie Kelly's just a bland buck. You can't tell the gender or what?
I guess the way they did it, it's just a Robin buck. So they just changed up, I think, the coloring and then his head. But it would have been great.
Yes, Derek, we need a Jason Todd Robin. Yes, we do.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, with battle damage.
Yeah. Oh, crowbar damage.
With crowbar damage.
Oh.
I mean, it's awful, but I mean,
that's morbid.
That's the story.
I'd buy it. I'm one of the guys that voted him to be dead.
If they can do this version of Batman, and he's like this because he was in Bane's arms just now.
Ooh, that's a good stretch right there.
Yeah. if they can do that version of Batman, they can do that version of Robin. But speaking of Robin, right? Spider-Man's got nothing to do with Robin, so let's go right into Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No more Todd.
Moving on.
What do you guys think of did I skip one? I didn't skip one.
You skipped the slide with all of them there, didn't you? No?
Did I?
I mean,
this is where Travis
known to do that.
Travis sends us notes later and says you skipped the whole slide. Let me take a quick peek and see if I have any slides.
Baldy fucking up again.
Hey, look, it is what it is.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
But yeah, this is we go right into this is all I have for Marvel. I got Marvel.
That's all you got for the animated? No way.
No. That's not what
Okay.
There's Marvel 2.
Justin, what the fuck is this shit?
I know what I did.
It's the animated. It's yeah. Oh wow.
He had it at the end.
There you go.
That's why I kept skipping forward. He's gonna shoot me some text in a little bit. But what do you guys think of these figures for Into the Spider-Verse? I think this is Into the Spider-Verse 2 or Across the Spider-Verse.
Wave 2,
the latest movie. Not my cup of tea, but hey, you can. It's from the movie. They're gonna make all of them. It's awesome for the people that want to get this, but I don't know. The only one I'm looking at is the Peter Parker one, the real one.
That's the one that died in the first one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so it's the different Peter Parker. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's the Miles Morales timeline Peter Parker.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's cool. I have some nitpicks about it. I mean, it's just like I only bought 2 figures from the first wave. I bought 2099 and then I bought Spider-Punk. And now they're redoing 2099 without the stupid plastic cape and with the maskless head. And then we're getting another version of Spider-Punk and they're including the maskless head that goes with the Wave 1 release. And it's just like, you sons of bitches. Like, if I want it. So now it's just like, do I spend the money to get that? Or do I just wait and get the SHF Fig Arts version that's coming out at the end of the year?
Yeah. So I agree with you because that's the first thing I noticed. I bought the same 2 that you bought. The Spider-Punk and 2099, and that's the first thing I said was we didn't get the head for Spider-Punk or the maskless head. And then when I saw this, I think everybody thought the same thing. All right, now we can get him and pop this on the original version. Knowing Hasbro, those neck pegs are going to be different.
Yeah, what does Gwen come with? What's that little figure?
It's
there's a picture in here. Let's go through the characters first, and we'll revisit that. Have you seen the movies?
I have a while back, but I don't remember.
All right, so this is Miguel O'Hara. And
remember Miguel? He's badass.
Yeah, he's always been badass, and I'm so glad that they're finally kind of like really putting the spotlight on him. I mean, the 2099 universe debuted in 1999, right?
Yeah.
Or was it before
earlier than that?
Earlier than that?
Yeah, because I started buying them, and it was like mid '90s.
Yeah. I was a kid, so I always liked this version, and I liked that his origin was different enough from Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like they made him a little darker these days, but there's probably stories that I missed when I stopped reading comic books for a while. And I've always liked this character. And this one's not bad. I mean, it's stylized like the movie. It captures the look of the movie.
Yeah, it's just all animated.
Yeah. Just like, you know, when we were talking about Batman, the animated series, they're doing the same thing here. They're capturing that style. So you either like it or you don't. It sells it in the movie. But is that the first one you were talking about right there?
Yeah. So it looks, and it's what I thought. It's like a lighter shade of blue, which I actually like more than the darker color. But the cape on the back is like, take it or leave it.
Yeah. The shredded webs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's always been a part of the character.
So, yeah. I had the Mezco for a while. I ended up selling it because it was cool, but you couldn't really pose it the way you should be able to pose Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the retro one they did a couple years ago. I have that one. And
that one too.
Yeah, that one I really like. But this does capture the look of the movie, and there's Gwen, and then there he is again, and then that's Spider Woman.
Yeah, is it Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica Drew? No,
that's Jessica Drew of the animated universe, or what? I remember she's pregnant, but I can't remember her real name. Is it Jessica? I don't know.
I think so.
I think so. I forget.
Somebody in the chat help us out. Come on.
I remember her in the movie. She was badass. I like her. Jessica Drew, yeah. MCR. Okay. Thank you.
Wow, I got it right.
Yeah, that's their version of Jessica Drew. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then here's what leads into what I messed up with. So here's another look at him on the card. Again, they're going with the card back. I like this look, and I think for people that want to keep it, card it. It's a cool look. It's just it takes up a lot of wall space, so you got to know that much. Somebody's typing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then here's Miles.
That's a Miles Morales, right?
This is bad. This is badass. You can't really go wrong.
That's clean Miles, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with Miles.
No.
Oh, sorry. I just want to, since Genghis is in the chat, and there's been a lot of dissing and slamming on the Mezco head sculpt for Miles Morales for their upcoming. I read a blurb, and I don't know if anybody caught it or noticed it or whatever, is I guess based on the feedback, Mezco went back and retooled that head. So whatever was in the case at Comic-Con, I guess, was the newer sculpt.
Okay.
I think I'm starting,
Justin. I'm starting to get the hang of hitting these buttons, but you know, I say that and I'm gonna mess up. So. But yeah,
KJ's like good.
No, see, that's the one good thing about, you know, the fan feedback, social media these days. If you can still do it in a way that's positive, some people will make a change. Like I know we're not talking Masters of the Universe tonight, but the Snake Lair, they're going back and retooling that. Or
that's cool.
And so if they're doing that with Miles, maybe they'll do it with Road Pig. I don't know. I actually like Road Pig, but
I don't mind.
I'm totally happy with Road Pig.
Yeah, it's great. I think the one face, it just looks like maybe he's got, you know, like, you know, when you're hooking up with an older lady and she's just got the gums, you know, when she gums you.
And he has that look on his face.
He had that look.
Why are you gumming me?
Yeah. All right, so we're talking Road Pig gumming people, and we've got Miles on the screen. So Miles looks really, 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 really young here. So
yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if it's a plot point or if for some reason this sculpt just looks younger.
The sculpt doesn't match the animated style. The sculpt matches like more of almost a realist style.
Yeah. Or Miles put on that baby filter from Snapchat.
Right. Because the Miles that was in Wave 1 had a more animated head.
Yeah, what is going on here?
What's happening?
That face looks really young.
It was like a little young baby there.
Yeah.
But It's just maybe overly cartoony and young. I don't know.
I don't know. What if it is a plot point? What
a
if
masthead on him and you're all right?
What if they pull a younger Miles into the Across the Spider-Verse? Right? Who knows?
No, something's off with this figure. It doesn't have the same animation proportions. It doesn't have that exaggerated. I mean, I know he's a much thinner character to begin with, but they still have that V-shaped upper body, and he's just
The youngster, young Spidey man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not into this one. Next.
Yeah, next.
Next.
So now I got it right. Here we go.
I couldn't pronounce his name if you told me. Somebody said
somebody
it.
I started.
Pavatier Prabhakar, if I'm not butchering it totally.
I'm fucked on that one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Say that again. Spec.
Pavatier Prabhakar. Or Prabhakar.
Prabhakar.
Now, his character in the first one, or
he's not in the first one.
Not the first one. The second one. The first part of Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the first one's Into the Spider-Verse, then we got Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
He looks cool as shit, though.
His character was a lot of fun, I thought.
Yeah.
And
voiced by the Deadpool taxi driver.
Oh, Dopinder?
That's who it was, because I thought it was familiar.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
He's shown up in a bunch of stuff. He's all over the place.
Yeah, that's cool. I like this. They nailed this figure. So this one is the stylized version again, but I really like how this one looks. Even though I'm a bald guy, I can appreciate a good head of hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
they did a great job with this one. And then again, this is another one where Figuarts just announced and I think had pre-orders up for the same figure. So but this line, depending what you do with it, the Hasbro versions can be good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to if it depends on what you're doing with it, right? So if you're doing photography, a good photographer is going to make some of these figures look insanely great. Some of them you can't save, but no, I think with good photography and neat tricks, you can really get some cool shots.
They look like they can get put into awesome poses with the way they, articulate.
Yeah. And this is an interesting look for the Spider-Man costume, and from what I understand, it's somewhat correct for the region or the culture.
Mm-hmm.
I would not knowing, I would hope to think that they did their research and are doing justice by that.
Yeah. You would think so.
I would think that if they hadn't, there would have been a much bigger, or not even a bigger, that there would have been some kind of outroar, and I don't remember hearing any kind.
A low down dirty shame. I haven't thought of that in a long time. But yeah, I don't know. He's cool looking to me. And then this is the first Peter Parker, right?
Which looks more like Captain America to me, but
he does. I paint his hair brown and call him my Peter Parker.
Yeah. But this is I can't think of his name.
Chris Pine.
The kid from Star Trek. Chris Pine. That's it. I say kid, I think he's our age.
Kid.
Yeah, he's
our age and shit.
If you see him now, he's got a beard like yours and just like a long head of hair.
He does? Wow.
Chris Pine. He's like one of those Matthew McConaughey, like beach bum, don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Until he gets a role and then it's all pretty boy.
Doesn't comb his hair or cut his beard and is still better looking than me on any day.
Any of us.
Yeah, so this is Peter Parker, and the mentor we got in the first one was Peter B. Parker, right?
Right.
Okay. Which the B was for Ben. And then here we got kind of that young face again, so maybe it is intentional, but this is Miles as the Prowler.
This is the best figure of the wave, I think. Like, it just looks solid. It's very cool.
It's crazy.
It looks cool, and I did like that twist at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That was a
I
lot
like
of
this
fun.
one. Like I like Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
Spider-Punk was the best figure of the previous wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And you know why I originally got him was just for the guitar to give to my rock and roll figure.
Yeah.
And here we go with Gwen. So Tony, you had a question. Who is this?
Yeah, and
so,
God, it's the little it's the hologram that's running the
I can't think of the hologram.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a kid. Somebody asked MCR asked, does Gwen come with a kid? No, it's the hologram that actually works side by side with Miguel with Spider-Man 2099.
It's Miguel. It's Miguel's Cortana.
Yeah, but I can't think of her name, and she was out there before Cortana. She was in the
Oh wow, this movie seems like it's so far.
Yeah.
It's so long ago to me, and it's not. It's part 2, right?
Yeah. Well, it's the second movie, but I keep calling it part 1 because it's Across the Spider-Verse part 1. Yeah. And then we get part 2 this year.
Yeah, because it left it open for a sequel. Yeah.
Especially with that cliffhanger. And then we got Gwen with just some different colors here. I don't know if it's the same figure. It looks like the same figure. Would you know, Steph?
I don't. I think it's a new head sculpt.
Yeah, it's definitely a new head sculpt. I mean, she's cool looking. And then here's the unexpected star from the first. Again, the second movie, the first part.
It's all 2 colors, 2-tone.
Yeah. So the reason they did that is he's like glitching, right? But he's also.
That's what I thought. He's glitching.
Yeah, he's also supposed to be almost like the 80s punk scene of the different stylized posters that we got back then.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I'm fucking wow.
Yeah. See,
I gotta watch that movie again.
So I think they're giving us this this regular skin tone here to throw on our first one. I feel like that's what they did here. I could be wrong, but why would his whole body be purple and then he have the normal skin tone? I kind of feel like this is meant to go with the first one.
Yeah, it's absolutely meant to go with the first one. That's what it was. Is we're not going to give you the alternate colored masked head. We want everybody to buy this figure again because I think this was the most popular figure of that wave. So now we want them to buy it again so that they can get the unmasked head.
Yeah, I only saw him on the shelf once. There was only one there, and that's when I picked him up.
Yeah, I grabbed him the first time I saw him, and I think I grabbed him again. I saw him twice. I grabbed one for a friend.
And guys, I am way behind on the chat here, but we got a lot of Rick James jokes.
I just posted a couple up there. Fuck your couch.
Dude, those were the best skits, man.
Yeah, don't get me started on that skit.
Yeah, Chappelle nailed it. No wonder why he went crazy and left before season 3 or 4. But yeah, that's it for this
Spider-Verse
Spider-Man stuff.
Shits.
And
that is it for your Spider-Verse shit.
That's it for your spider shit. So let's go to did you guys see this bad boy? Let me see if I get it right. And I did. Doctor Strange, Wong, and Bats. What do you guys think?
Cool. I have no connection to it.
Yeah. I think I'm in. Like I said before, Doctor Strange is considered Marvel Knights too. He had a title, and that Wong's like didn't we got a movie Wong, but we never really got a comic accurate Wong, right? And I never really cared about him till this figure. He looks great.
Yeah, he does look pretty
awesome.
cool.
I don't remember Bats. Is he in the movie or something? I don't remember.
I'm assuming Bats is the dog.
Yeah.
Because that's I don't know how to say it. Dormammu, right?
Dormammu.
The head.
Dormammu head.
Dormammu.
Yeah, it's like Strange is getting possessed. You could see it in his eyes already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he's getting what do you call it? Not possessed, but influenced and all that.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the dark rings under his eyes. He's got the pale skin.
Is it just one head sculpt?
It's getting corrupted. That's what I was trying to say.
Different.
Fucking corrupted.
I think it's just that and the Dormammu head.
Okay.
Dormammu.
Because this one looks like Vincent Price. Right? And I think that's who the original inspiration was for Doctor Strange was Vincent Price.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And somebody can Google that and see if I'm right or wrong, but that's Vincent Price, baby.
You could just tell that is a crazy articulated Wong, and you can pull off some kung fu stuff with him.
And Tony always wanted an articulated Wong.
Yeah. Well, I could see Tony playing with his Wong all day.
Hell yeah, baby. Who don't?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, you guys are both married, so
it just means that we
play with it more than I do.
Even more.
Well, right now we've got Strange playing with Wong right here.
I play with Wong. I'll play with that Wong. Travis fucking Moody in the chat. Travis fucking Moody.
Travis fucking Moody. I know we have that somewhere. Hold on. We got it somewhere.
I know you do.
Oh, yeah.
Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
He says that with some hate in his heart, Chad, though.
Hey, we got Shark Guys in the house.
Shark Guys, g'day. Get away, fuck you. Awesome.
Shark Guys, you're going to have to take the hit for that breakdance routine, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Wong kind of looks like he's dressed up like the breakdancer.
Yeah, it looks like
he needs the backward hat. That is the weirdest stand for the dog. The dog is supposed to be floating
right in the belly. There you go. Bats.
That's pretty cool. That so.
Why would you?
What breakdance move is this?
I mean, just put him on the ground next to Strange, and you're all right.
Walking the dog.
Yeah, you can Bo and Luke custom that up as isn't
right?
Smoking the Bandit. It was
Bosco, right? It was Bosco.
It was Bosco in what?
In
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in Dukes of Hazzard, I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
It was Boss Hogg's dog, right? Wasn't his name Bosco?
Well, Roscoe was the
or Roscoe.
Sheriff Wizard. Sure.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know it was Fred. And
I remember, but this would go well with the ramen racer.
Smokey and the Bandit. Leave Ray Gunn alone. At least her name was Rachel Gunn.
Oh, there we go. There we got Possessed Strange right there.
Flash was the dog's name.
Flash. I'm an idiot.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Oh, right. And Punk said it right there too. So jinx.
All right, there we go. There you go, Punk.
Thank you, Punk. Hell yeah.
Thank you,
with
Punk.
The 80s, with the 80s.
The dog is like, pet me, bitch.
All right.
Pet me, motherfucker.
Pet me, motherfuckers. We're making ourselves laugh, and half these guys are going, what the frig are they talking about?
What motherfuckers doing?
And we just get to the Joe news. All right, so we're at that.
Okay, Travis.
We're at that point, baby. You guys came for some Joe news. We got some Joe news for you. This is one that I never. I don't care if he's arriving in the U.S. I mean, I appreciate the info, but when we get this info, it's always about 2 to 3 months when we start to say it. So
right, It's just saying that it's coming into the ports and hitting the distribution centers. Like they're preparing to offer it at some point.
It's definitely appreciated. I guess it kind of solidifies that it's coming. But what I tend to see in the different social media groups is that people start freaking the F out like they're gonna get released next week. Now, every now and then you might see something like that, but it's rare. Usually they come to the ports and
yeah, and this guy Jason, who's Yak Face on Instagram, like I don't know where he gets his magic info from, but he usually knows when all this stuff is starting to hit stateside. But then it's like you said, it's usually a month, 2 months later before then it goes up for pre-order, or if it was already up for pre-order, a month, 2 months before it finally starts shipping out because it's got to hit those distribution ports.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to misunderstand me at all. The information is still appreciated. It's just we still gotta wait. So it's
Keepers. Yeah, his wings kind of are funky because you can see the bony part come out, and then it's wings. Me and KJ had the same idea, replace them with Mythic Legion wings or something, but that's a customizer in us. It's
we saw
cool
those
as it
wings,
is, but
we saw those wings in Augusta.
Yeah, those are nice. I'm like, yeah, that's what I looked at. I'm like, oh, can I get them to customize them up? Yeah, but I'm not dipping into Cobra Law. You know me. I was never a Cobra Law fan. Whatever, it's cool for the people that like it. Blah blah blah. But
yeah, you're not a Tiger Force fan, and you sent us all those pictures
of my wreckage
of your Tiger Paw.
Tiger Paw, these nuts.
I have the same reservations on the wings as everybody else, but I'm gonna wait till they actually show it because I see what they're trying to do with it. So I'm gonna play a little more open-minded. I know what I would prefer to have, but I wanna see how it all works when they actually show us the unpackaged figure and Lenny's ideas behind the design.
Yeah. So speaking of designs, we got a couple more leaks. I think these come from Weibo.
Torch,
I mean, we've all said it before. I'm like, okay, we see him, great, but I just show me the figure when it's done.
Yeah, I could do without these, huh, David? I don't need that. I don't need to see this shit. It's cool, yeah, whatever.
You can't help it. If you're on social media, you're more than likely going to see the spoiler. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, oh, well.
And of course I'm gonna look at it, but at the same time, it's just like I would much rather just wait and be surprised by the final product.
Yeah, because there was the one leak and it was Sam Jackson's head mixed in. And it was obviously Mace Windu, and everybody was going, no, it's Doc. No. It's just from the same factory.
It's mostly you know who. Somebody on an island or saying shit like that.
Well, it's because these people don't realize everything is made at the same factory. Everything. Yeah. Not just Hasbro. Everything.
Is
and it's all lumped in.
Right here. You see the hands right here in the middle?
Let me see. Where? That's a Star Wars. That's Shizor, ain't it? Or something?
Shizor, but everybody's freaking out thinking that it's Pythona. Now, it could be Pythona, but if you saw the Prince Scissors, Prince Scissors,
Exilezor.
Well, if you saw his figure, it looks an awful lot like his hands. But everything's just thrown here on the table.
Yep, just like my table right in front of me.
Yeah, my table's not much better.
Body part.
But these actually come from Shaw Lu. I think somebody finally figured out who was posting on Weibo, and we got a name now. Shaw Lu. Do you guys know that name?
What are those clear blue things at the bottom? I don't know what the hell.
One of them looks like a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a pair of shoes, but then the other thing looks like either a stand or maybe an energy effect, maybe something that comes with.
Oh yeah, the thing on top right. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it comes with something else. But it looks like, would you guys say these are blow torches parts here?
Yeah, I would guess.
It looks like a big penis
with a release valve at the bottom.
Somebody was saying it looked like the Hydro Viper, or the Hydro Viper had 2 tanks, a small one and a long one, and then this one you can't see the other side, but I don't know who this would be. Hydro Viper,
I think it would
guess.
be Blowtorch. If you look,
Maybe
if I
Blowtorch?
remember correctly, I mean, A, we've seen the leak from his legs in the prior picture, and then B, I think he had a single tank on his backpack, and then it had like 2 smaller ones on this. Well, wow.
There's a Joe helmet right in the middle.
fleshlight backpack.
Fleshlight dong backpack.
And it does look like
you're getting nasty.
It looks like those blue pieces are crystal meth, maybe.
Oh yeah, it might be a Footloose helmet.
Well, they did announce that they were doing the classified Walter White figure. So
wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it might be Bounty Hunters. It might be Star Wars shit, Punk, right?
Yeah,
might be right.
Yeah, you figured that out, Punk. You figured that out, Punk, after we pointed it out.
What a dick.
It's a big riddle there.
Figure it out, Punk.
Vibrator.
Justin, you nasty bastard.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
There we go. Now I see a weenie peen.
Weenie peen. Thanks, Baldy Thomas. Oh shit!
Blowtorch and Stardust are roommates. They could be. They could be very close friends.
Touching tanks.
That's gotta be.
What are we seeing here?
Footloose's web gear on the left, at least.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of leatherneck stuff, and maybe the Saw Viper?
Classic Viper.
Yeah, it does look
I looked it up, and that's
Viper.
exactly leatherneck's get up.
The lighter colored one with the 4 pockets.
No, all the other ones. All the other ones with a missing knife.
Yeah,
it's all leatherneck. It's all leatherneck. I don't know why. I think they're just trying to highlight. Look at this Saw Viper's vest with the 4 pockets. I guess.
Yeah,
I thought those could be the original Viper stuff, but I looked at leatherneck and
you're getting a lot of love. Getting a lot of love for Saw Viper, but then this is a good point too. Doesn't Mercer look like that too?
Mercer's the next Viper. He still retains his vest, I think, all like doctored up a little bit.
Yeah. And then here we go with dial tones.
Why's he got to be on Wannabe Chuckles? Oh shit, whatever, but that's cool. Dial tone, baby.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the Chuckles based on Daniel Craig, who was based on Chuckles.
Oh, and that that wasn't Casino Royale. Which one was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Casino.
Yeah, it was Casino Royale.
Yeah, when he was just like they were free running. Yeah,
yeah, right? It was the whole parkour scene.
Yeah,
that shit was badass. I love that.
That was badass. Actually, there's what the hell's?
Wow, I thought that was not.
So years ago, there's this guy. There's this guy on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he still has a channel. Retrob Lasting. He did a thing on it's when he was like somebody that you could stand to watch, and he did this thing on GIJoe Chuckles, and he did the whole thing like the GIJoe theme with that whole scene from Casino Royale, and it was really well done. It was pretty funny, so give that a watch. I think it's still out there on YouTube land. But yeah, so here's my issue with this. Okay. Very cool dial tone, retro. We got the laptop, but this is all day retro dial tone. Put him on the retro card back. That's what he is. Give us a modernized classified dial tone. I would love that. And you guys all know that I'm team female dial tone, but only because I'm thinking it as a modern line. You know, I would have liked to see Nemesis Immortal or Cobra La as like a black ops team for Cobra, and not the Cobra La we got from the cartoon. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That backpack is so dumb, but it is dial tone retro for real. Yeah, in the 80s that made sense.
For real.
In 2024, it does not make sense. But, you know, whatever. You guys are done talking on this one?
Yeah.
I
mean, again, it's we can tell that there's more to it. And
yeah,
that'd be cool.
I don't know if anybody's going to get that reference unless you're watching that new Batman show on Amazon.
I am not.
I
haven't got a chance to yet.
There we go. Doc likes Yes, I do. I like the females. I grew up in a house full of women, and I grew up with all women, strong women around me. So I appreciate women. Yes, give me female Doc. Give me a female Penguin, punk.
I actually didn't mind that change. I like what they did with it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Listen, it's an 80-year-old character, almost 100 years old at this point, right? Maybe not Penguin himself, but if you're going to keep revisiting, it's okay to update these stories for, you know, the modern audience that's watching them. It's okay to tweak those characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So there, we got through all this other stuff. So let's get to the topic of the night. And that is bald the fuck up. All right. So I hope everybody's got their razors out. I hope you guys are all going to start shaving your head after tonight's episode. What was the shower tip that you had earlier, Tony?
Do in the shower, baby. No bumps, no nicks, no bruises, no redness. Get that shit done in the
You always
shower.
got to shave in the shower.
Oh, always in the shower. And don't be afraid to just use conditioner. Use conditioner.
Well, now I'm listening to you because your head is smoother and shit. Look at that.
Yeah.
I need a fogless mirror. The mirrors that are
no blemishes, nothing, and then you put that conditioner right in your beard, and you're good to go, baby.
I like the Dollar Shave Club shave, whatever they call it. It's not a cream, but shave ointment or whatever the hell they call it.
You shake that cream out and put it right up there.
Oh.
Try not to get it in my eye.
You come out like that.
All right, let me.
I don't know what happened, babe.
All right, let me get to the right slides, okay? Because we all know that I keep messing up. But before we dive completely into the topic,
with the
here's our once man figure God. If you're still there, if you're still here with us, this was inspired by our Onyx cover, the thumbnail there. I got this hoodie and I put it on my Once a Man Cobra Commander so that I could make him the Onyx bald the fuck up Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this?
I like them. I like them goods. Look at that. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that hoodie?
Yeah, this was on Amazon, guys. I will post these pictures on Instagram at some point tomorrow, and I will link the hoodie I got, but it's a whole suit that fits on all the figures. It's amazing. It was a lot of fun to play with. I was trying to do some fun Onyx-inspired covers here, and I kind of just threw this together last night. Awesome. This was a lot of fun to play with. Took me away from some stuff that's going on in my real life.
Yes,
and
sir.
it was a nice little break from reality. So we had some fun with it. But guys, follow me on BaldyLockz reviews, even though my last video was 40 days ago. I still post pictures on Instagram as well. I will share the link to this hoodie. It was relatively cheap, and there were 3 different colors. You could get black, I'm pretty sure gray, and pink.
I need that for my Luke Cage.
Yeah, this is pretty badass. I will definitely share that link. And that was a lot of fun.
Super long hoodie tassels, though.
I actually asked the guys to do this to get this. Like, I shared that link with you guys, right? And they're like, Baldy, shut the fuck up.
I want that. That hoodie's dope, though. Like,
yeah.
Does it have pockets in
really
the front
nice.
pocket?
Yeah. Is there? I don't know. Here he is right here. You want to control this, Tony, and put it on me?
How do I bring you? How do I bring you up? Hold up.
Wait. Oh, look at how close he gets. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, I did it for the first time.
Yeah, see, he's got the front pocket here.
Nice. That's for my Luke Cage. I need to get that for Luke Cage.
Now, the only thing is these are super long, but you can cut them.
You can cut them. Yeah.
Yeah. I figure I would cut them to a length that I want, and you could always put just a little piece of tape around at the end, and it'll kind of look like a real string hood.
Oh, yeah. You could burn them or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it came out really cool. Oh, I know people are having a hard time getting this character, and here I
What the hell you do, dude? I didn't exit him out. Come on, Baldy.
What?
Dude, this is why you shouldn't give me the controls. So
this
anyway,
is why you have 3 Baldies fucking shit up. Hold on.
I do stupid.
Okay, you're not
stuff.
done. Okay, you're not
done.
done.
I do stupid stuff with my figures. Do you guys want to see a worldwide premiere tonight?
A worldwide debut, a worldwide premiere.
Yeah. Worldwide. Yeah. Here comes the real Serpentor.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Baldy's flexing hard with his freaking what's the man? Cobra command.
Yeah, tell me that's not badass.
You know he's got like 15 more in boxes.
Baldy, can I have one? I'm gonna come over and play. I want one.
This is an army builder. That's why they let us order 5. But we'll get into that. Get me off the stage. Hurry up.
Damn. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so the only thing missing, I think, from this picture, and then we'll move on, is I wanted to say straight out of Cobra Island.
Yeah. Straight out of Springfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight out of Springfield. No. Ooh.
Oh, you got one too?
I had one.
Got one too.
Last time I was on the stream, I had one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't on with you.
Oh, that's right. You weren't. You were in the chat.
You wasn't on.
I wasn't on. All right, let's I meant to remove this from the stage, not me. All right.
It's just fun. I just want to put it out there now before we get into the topic we're going to touch upon, that when I was saying the same things I will say tonight, people were sitting there countering with like, tell me you didn't get one without telling me you didn't get one. Or, oh, so let me guess, you weren't able to get. And it was just like, no, dude, I've got mine right here. I still feel the way I feel about it, but I've got mine.
All right, well, we're going to give you a voice tonight, David. Okay, this is a safe space. We are in the tree of trust. We are not on an island. We are not surrounded by some one crazy shark. We are surrounded with love and friends and the community.
Baldy says that. He's standing under the branch with one of those pole scissors that the gardeners use to.
It was rock.
But yeah, let's dive into it. So let's see. We got, I mean, you know what? Before I even get to the memes, the memes, the memes.
The memes.
Yo, let's go to we'll start now. So if you already put something in the chat, we're gonna go. Yeah, I did. if we're gonna get to the chat now.
Night.
What did you guys think about the rollout for this Once a Man?
I didn't give one fuck. I didn't care. This is your guys' show. I don't do Once a Man Cobra Commander. I didn't care. I'm kind of glad I didn't, hearing all this bullshit over
Aside
it and all the crybabies. Yeah, go ahead.
They made one goof where they had it go live earlier than they said they would. Somebody screwed up, or the whoever did the programming or the setup for the timed release, something screwed up and it went live sooner than it should have, and they caught it and pulled it. And then I don't know how many sold at that point, but by the time they put it up again, it went quick. Aside from that, it went basically the same as it did with Serpentor, the same as it did with Mindbender, the same as it did with Zartan. And then everybody got in a fury about it, and then they released more as a pre-order. They even did it with the very first one, the Supreme Cobra Commander, right? Those all sold out. Whoever didn't get it was freaking out. And then Hasbro sat there and said, hey, we see that there's the demand. We're putting up an open pre-order and we'll get them, and you guys will get them 6 months later. And they did that with Cobra Commander, and they got them punched out quick, or they already knew that they had a shipment coming in or whatever, because I just on a whim decided to order a second one when they put up that second round, and mine just shipped, and it had said September 15th. So, yeah. You know, the thing is like everybody's wigging out and freaking out, but Hasbro sees the demand and knows that there's the demand. And based on past experiences, they're not going to leave money on the table. They're going to make more. They're going to open the order up more. My guess is at some random point in time, we'll see Once a Man Cobra Commander go up at least once, if not twice more. Again, looking at like what they did with Mindbender and Serpentor. And so people just need to fucking chill. It's the whole FOMO thing.
It's not even a true con exclusive, because if it was, everybody'd be crying.
Well, we can dive into it a little bit more, because I actually really should have highlighted the memes first, because I think the greatest thing that we got out of this was not the division of the community, but some of the funniest shit. Where, all right, so what brings these kind of memes? Am I saying it right? Memes, memes.
Is that Chaz or no?
What's that?
Is that Chaz the Guru doing that? Or
yeah, this is Chaz.
This
is Chaz. And we'll try and shout out the right people as we pull it up. But all of this is satire based on how the community is freaking out. And I mean, listen, it's justified. This kind of shit is justified. Just before like when it was leaked that it was a possibility, everybody shit on Cobra Law. Everybody said, I'm not interested. You had somebody like who's a customizer, has his own channel called Tony's Figs. He's saying he's not interested at all. But you actually stuck to your guns. You didn't get one.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. This is two strikes for me. I don't care for Cobra Law, and well, same thing. I didn't care for Cobra Law. I don't like that stuff in the cartoon. I'm a comic book guy, and the Cobra Law and all that shit wasn't in my GIJoe, a Real American Hero from back in the day. So it was a used car salesman, and then he got into the him and Snake Eyes together and all that other shit. It was crazy. So
I like this. I probably should have held on to this, but I was very upset with the rollout of Once a Man until I was able to order one.
Give a damn.
But that's true, Multisanti.
I think that there's truth to this meme. Me personally, I like I'm big on the comic, but I was also big on the cartoon. I lived in both worlds. And I liked Cobra Law, and I always wanted this as a figure. So I was super stoked, and to me, it was always a must-have and needed to be done and in the collection. And I think a lot of the people that pissed on it or hated Cobra Law or do whatever, you know, they hear the name and then they think otherwise, and they're just like, I don't need that, I don't care, I don't want it. Oh, it'd be a good exclusive, and then they see it, and they
still don't want it.
They see what they did with it and how good it turned out, and then all of a sudden, a ton of people wanted it.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, what I will say is, from my understanding from people that were there, so preview night at Comic-Con, you know, everybody had to sign up for the lottery. You had to stand in line. There was a limit of 1. You could only buy 1. And then by Thursday or Friday, they kind of did away with the lottery, and they did away with the limit, and they were letting people buy up to 5 because people weren't standing in line and waiting. And so I don't think it seemed as popular as they thought it would be. And so like there were people going through like every day getting 5. And when my friend was able to get mine, he was like standing there talking to his wife saying, hey, we have to get a lottery thing to get in line. And the guy at Hasbro was like, or you could just jump in right now and buy it. He's like, we're not really doing the lottery thing.
That's awesome. If you're there, you're there.
Right. But I also, I think Hasbro should have still kept a limit. Like 5 is too much, really. Like 2. You know, open it up, let everybody
I need
get
5
2.
so that I can do stupid shit like this.
War Chest got 4 of them. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did 5 because it's that whole thing of how much would it cost for them to ship them all back to wherever they need to. Like, it's that they didn't want to have to pay all those fees.
Let me see there.
Tony, you want to get
just
some of these comments?
Yeah, McMurphy says it's like concert tickets. If you know they're going on sale, be ready to move quick and buy. This isn't new. Set an alarm and check frequently. Got one both days. Minimal effort. Only foul was 5 limit. See, yep. McMurphy knows what's up.
And you know what?
He's an adult about it. You know,
to go with that. You guys know this. I was kayaking down the Chesapeake.
Yes.
I knew that they were being released, and I set an alarm on my phone. I was on a kayak in the middle of the Chesapeake, and I ordered 5. So if I was able to do that, you know, I think that a lot of people in the community, and I'm not saying here in the chat, I'm not saying that it was easy for everybody. I timed it right. I happened to time it right. I had a good signal. I had everything loaded, ready to go. But it is 2024, guys. Like, the technology is there.
Okay. What you gotta do.
Yeah, you were on the Chesapeake. I was at the gym between sets, and I was just like, oh,
you told us. Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock. Doot, 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 click. Okay, cool.
Got one. Yeah, no sweat, right? No sweat, right? So
and I missed stuff before with some of the Motu Origins. Like I think I have almost everything Motu Origins except for Faker and Duplicate. And that's because I forgot he was going up. And guess what? I missed it. And then guess what happened after that? You guys are never going to believe this. I missed that Faker and Duplicate, and my life went on. And things were good.
On and on.
I swear to God, my life continued on. And I had an incredible lunch. And by dinner time, I completely forgot about it. But I mean, yeah, listen, I'm being kind of facetious. And that's where these memes are coming from. You know, I mean, this is true, though. Hasbro totally fucking shit the bed on this. Like, I was able to order 5, but at the same time, they're effing with us. And just like you said, standing in line and, you know, there's a lottery system. We're only doing it this way. We're only doing it that way. And it's just like last year. You had to have a QR code. Guess what? All those QR codes last year for Chuckles took us all to the same place. And we were all able to order, right? Well, maybe not everybody, but
just the smart people.
Well, wasn't it last year the QR codes were individual codes? It was the year before that like as long as you had it, anybody could go use it.
But if you followed the link, it took you to the landing page where it was the same thing as this Cobra Commander. You were able to place an order before the pre-order went live. So by that Sunday, people figured that out, that you could backslash and get right to the landing page.
I got you.
So once you were able to do that, you were limited to 5 per account. Now this time it's 5 per order. So that's the difference. Like, so it depends on how many you want. I like to take my stuff apart and goof around with it. So I went for the 5, and guess what? I'm playing with all 5. Well, that's not true. I keep one boxed. I do keep one box.
Blitz.
But yeah, they totally screwed up. I mean, I think what they do is it's summertime, right? So they've got the college interns and they're messing around in the IT room and they're going, it's kind of like me trying to get on the stream correctly, or like I hit a button and I got knocked off the stage. You got somebody who doesn't know what they're doing back there messing this shit up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's something that's not unique to them. We see it a lot with all sorts of different industries, and it's a timing thing. And I wonder if it has to do with the time zones and what's set where, or who inputted what, or a line of code somewhere. I'm no IT guy, I'm no code guy, but it always seems like something internally gets screwed up because they try and automate this, and then it shits the bed, and suddenly they have to go in and pull the emergency stop.
Right.
Yeah, but there's stuff all, I mean, look at all these things. I got my hands on 3 on the first order and my second order for 2, but like somebody, right here, Gun Bunny. I tried as soon as they dropped, app kept crashing, tried off the browser, couldn't get in. Finally, after a couple minutes, got in. Finally, a few days later, at 3 a.m., I got 2. So
he kept trying like a champ.
He kept trying because it's something he wanted, and Gun Bunny does not like to cry. So Gun Bunny went and did the work and got that fucking Cobra Commander.
Right.
Okay. So,
and word of advice for the future: don't use the app. I don't have the app. If I'm on my phone, I just use the website. Like, the app is garbage.
I use the
Hasbro Pulse app or
on the kayak.
Yeah, the Pulse app. I hate the Pulse app.
I was on the kayak and used the app.
It
It was awesome.
Squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig.
Yeah, but Spec, you're on dial-up still, so.
Yes, I'm on dial-up. Everybody in the gym just heard the ee. That old
the AOL in this bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck's that?
So Chaz killed it with a whole bunch of these. Keep trying.
Damn, Chaz don't give a shit. He's killing it.
Torches and
Keep trying.
pitchforks are now available.
Like the torches are coming soon, but the pitchforks are in stock.
Chaz got a lot of fucking time on his hands, dude. God bless him.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, he nails it because he's on the different Facebook groups, Instagram. I think he does the tick and he does the talk. And when he's doing all those things, he's picking up what everybody else is putting down, and he's making all these fabulous memes. Did he make both of these too?
I know he made the SpongeBob one.
Baldy, you sure got a pretty mouth.
You got a pretty mouth, boy. But all these nail it. So it's a combination of, it's more Hasbro. It's definitely more Hasbro, but you got to take a little bit of ownership too. You know what I mean?
Right, Blitz. That's right, Blitz. At the end of the day, prepared or not, app or desktop, there was some luck involved.
Yep. When I know that there's a drop, and I mean, it hasn't been an issue this year, but like if I'm at work, hopefully I'm not in the middle of a shot, in which case I'll get fired if I try and do anything on my phone. But more often than not, I'm able to, I will have the page already pulled up. If it's a page like Hasbro or whatever, I will already be logged in. And if there's already a link directly to the item, I will be there. If just to hit refresh. If there's not, like Hasbro, most of the time you just click new and I'll refresh the new page, and boom, once it pops off, click, ding, 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 order done, go about my day.
Yeah, but I mean, this is true, and this is what everybody's saying. It is just a mess all around.
Sabir, what's up, bro? Yep, I hear you.
But the funny thing is you guys say that, but how many people here have like tried to pre-order Mezco from the Mezco site?
Not me.
You want to talk about a hot fucking mess? They had a pre-order go live today, and I wasn't going to get it, but I usually like to click and see what the photos are to see what the accessories and everything. And the site crashed. Nobody could get on it. And then boom, everything was sold out.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, we can blame Hasbro all we want. We can blame Mezco, right? We do need to take a little bit of ownership.
Oh, right? Absolutely. I'm with you there 100%. I always have been.
We do have to take a little bit of ownership, and you're right, there's luck involved. It's a clusterfuck all the way around. So I don't know. I'm agreeing and I'm disagreeing at the same time. But guess what, guys? If you were a Motu fan, Masters of the Universe, this drop for Cobra Commander has got nothing on the drops that they do for Mattel Creations. Those things go in 30 seconds, or the site is crashing. Then they come back up 18 minutes later, and they go in and out of stock until finally, once they say sold out, it truly is sold out. The song and dance that we should know with Hasbro at this point is that there's a good chance they're coming back into stock. So if you miss it in the first 12 hours, 24, 48 hours, you're probably going to get it in 2 weeks. There's probably going to be another shot. So you just need to chillax. You know what I mean?
Yep. Chuck, if you don't have one currently in the chat,
yeah,
I'm sure there will be random drops, but usually Friday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern time or 7 a.m. Eastern time, whenever it is, they usually is when they do the back in stock stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that goes like a certain time of year, Spec. Am I right? It seems like during the high season of pre-orders, summertime, things like that, it's random, right? But then once like the school year starts, I feel like that quarter of the year, on Fridays they're pretty consistent with restocks and things like that.
Yeah.
But thank you, Frank. There's I don't know. There's a dance that they do, and this is nothing new. Like you said earlier, we've seen this before. This isn't the first time that we've had any of this. Look what I did. Every time I see 200 asking price for the Vamp, I'm glad I ordered multiple. It's funny that you say that. I'm not much of a seller. You guys know that. I do a lot of trades. I threw a Vamp up, and I can't believe how much money that I got for it. It was over 200.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? I thought I was going to open a bunch, and 2 is good. 2 is more than enough because of the size. So 1 we can customize like somebody did that we'll show some pictures of. And the other one I want to keep kind of that classic look.
The classic Vampy.
But here we go. These are awesome.
Look at Pot. Kissing him. Oh, shit. That first one is disturbing.
Yeah, figure God. Figure God. God? Are you saying God?
Figure
I'm saying
God.
God. God.
It's God.
Figure
Figure God.
God. Now say it fast.
Figure God. Figure God. Figure God.
Wait, if you say it 3 times, he might appear.
Beetlejuice.
Oh shit!
Oh, let the boys be boys. Slam.
Wait, we can almost recreate this. Pretty close. Wait, I gotta move my head back. Tilt it this way.
I gotta go upside down.
That.
Confident Tony, happy spec, mean ass Baldy.
I'm definitely not mean, guys. But there are
that
no
picture
more
you are. You got the gat and everything. Well, you do a drive-by.
It's crazy the division that this has caused throughout like all these pages. And I am gonna say that ultimately this once a man figure, whether you do goofy shit with it like I do, or if you display him classically, it's a true exclusive. It's the type of figure that should be offered at SDCC because not everybody likes Cobra La. I'm one of those people on all the socials on here who have said, I hated Cobra La as a kid. That's when G.I. Joe jumped the shark for me, right? But the playability of those figures, I had so much great playtime. Like, they were excellent toys. Like, Serpentor is such a goofy freaking character. But that air chariot and playing with that as a kid, that was amazing. That was fun. When I got the Cobra La 3-pack that didn't have Pythona for some reason. It had the Guard and Nemesis, Enforcer, and Galagulus. That was so much fun to play with, but they were still corny characters. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's what I mean by goofy shit.
Were they corny characters because of how the cartoon portrayed them? Because as we know, like we're all reading, most of us are reading the Energon universe, and what they've done with those characters has been fantastic.
Yeah, but how long did that take?
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like, had they done that initially, would people say that they didn't like it? Like, are they corny because of the writing behind them, or are they corny because of the design?
Because I was a kid kind of growing out of the cartoon stuff. Okay, so we gotta all remember as toy collectors that we're now looking at these toys through the eyes of adults. Okay, so we're gonna complain. People are gonna nitpick. All right, not everything's gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be, oh, they destroyed my childhood. You know what I mean? When we were kids playing with this shit, we were looking through the lens of children with imagination. We didn't realize all the mold reuse. We didn't give a shit. You know? Now everybody cries about it. Am I right? I mean, people bitch about this shit. So when I was a kid, I was getting ready to move on from G.I. Joe, sadly. And Cobra La kind of did it in for me. That's where it jumped the shark and my interest started to wane. I think I got 1 or 2 more like waves of figures after that. And then the Deke series came on. Deke, the big Deke. The Deke series came on, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with G.I. Joe.
Comic, and I'm done.
And then I got into the comics. And then my love for G.I. Joe came back. Right? Because now I'm reading
games and girls.
Well, and boobs. I got into boobs. And
some titties. Sorry.
But I think this is the life cycle of a lot of collectors, right? It doesn't matter what you collected. You enjoyed something as a kid. You revisit it as an adult. And now you can nitpick and get mad at manufacturers for screwing some shit up, whatever. I appreciate what they're doing in the Energon universe now. I mean, they're not doing this, guys, but what they're doing now in the Energon universe, they're making this concept I didn't like as a kid into something that I now like. You know what I mean? And this is an excellent figure. So if you take away this crap that I put on it, but if you appreciate the artwork of sculpting figures, and I know that you do, Tony, this is artwork, right? What they did here is just a really beautiful job. But this is what an exclusive should be, because not everybody wants this.
Except everybody wants it.
Where's this Cobra guy at? Where's his Cobra arms at? You got that?
So, I mean, you could nitpick this figure and say that it's not totally cartoon accurate. He's got 2 gloved hands instead of the mutated hand, and then the foot without
and the leg, yeah.
But we also had to like temper expectations that they still have to work within a budget and sculpting and molding costs. And
I mean, they could have used his leg, right? His leg and his hand. Right, you got half your Cobra La figure here.
Yeah, but those pieces aren't those lines aren't interchangeable.
No,
no, they're not. I'm just saying that they could have.
Baldy, I know they're not. Yeah.
Somebody said,
"Wow, how old are we?" No, they're not interchangeable, fucker.
But all these memes, all this drama in social media about trying to get this figure, yes, there's people like Spec here, right, who have been waiting, 30-something years? 37 years for this figure to be released. And you should get one. Tony doesn't give a shit, right?
Right.
This is what an exclusive should be.
My basis is, number one, I don't love exclusives. I've never loved the idea of exclusives. It's a little easier to swallow now because of the online purchasing, and that, yes, I said that, and the fact that they do try and make it available to people who can't come to those shows.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I feel like exclusives, they create division, right? Because you have all those people that are just like, I have to have something that nobody else has. Like somebody amongst our numbers, who I won't mention their name, Travis fucking Mooney.
I don't care, mate. I don't care.
You know, I
don't give a fuck.
Exclusives ruined the 25th anniversary line, which was a fantastic line, and then I guess distribution issues or whatever, like it just became exclusives, and then important characters became exclusives, and then it was just, there was no way to get them, and I was done with it. Like if somebody wants to have an exclusive, fine. Like I joked in the things, do like a gold-plated crotched Cobra Commander and make 1,000 and make like that the exclusive, right? Make it something that you don't have to have, but something
to be at the show. Yeah.
Right. But something that a collector would appreciate having on his shelf.
Right.
An autographed piece, or, a prototype looking piece, or a gold or silver piece, whatever, something like that.
That's an exclusive.
Yeah. Not a
that's what this is. This is not
anybody can get it now, right? Is that am I wrong? Anybody can get it, anybody can order it, or they can't order it no more. I don't know.
This one?
Yeah.
At the moment, no, but
no.
Like we've been saying, he'll probably show up again.
It's gonna show up again.
But the whole thing is, it's like, this is not an important version of Cobra Commander.
But it is.
I thought it was.
It's not to you, but it is to others.
To you.
Yeah, I thought it was important.
But to the community as a whole.
Yeah, but look at all these figures behind me and tell me
look at that.
Tell me every single one of those.
That makes me sick to my stomach when you do that. I get motion sickness.
Tell me that every single one of these characters, and I'll use Tony as the biggest example of that, like mean something to everybody and it is a must-have for everyone. They're not. It's a pick and choose thing, right? Tony doesn't have them all.
It is.
But these aren't exclusives. So why does this, a character that a lot of people have wanted since they were kids, why does he deserve to be an exclusive that is difficult to get? And we see all the people in the chat who are sitting there saying they had issues trying to get him. Some managed to and some did not. And hopefully we'll get that chance again. And so it's just like, that's what I'm saying, is I just think that.
Because if he was mass produced, do you think he would be a shelf warmer, a peg warmer?
No. There's a lot of cartoon loving people out there.
This is me defending the multi-billion Hasbro corporation. Like, you know, certain people want to say the Joe Bros do. But
the only shelf warmers that I have seen in the plethora of Targets in my area that I go to are the Tiger Force 2-pack that is currently shelf warming and clogging the shelves like nobody's business.
Tripwire
Roadblock. Most Targets have like 12 of those sitting on the shelf. And then prior to that, Mutton Junkyard, most Targets would have like 2 or 3 sitting on the shelf. But the single, the single boxed figures, aside from some of the retro like Rakondo and Duke,
they're still there
on the pegs. You'll see them once, you'll go back to the store the next day, they'll be gone.
Great fodder.
Now, wait a second. Whose fault is that? That's Target's fault. It's a Target exclusive. Not everybody has a Target near them, right?
The Tiger Force, yes, but not the single release figures and Mutton Junkyard and
they're gone. Yeah, Mutton Junkyard. You're right. I was wrong on that one.
But like the current waves, like Techno Viper and Quick Kick and Jinx, and you'll see those once and then you'll never see them again. Like until they get another shipment in, if you're around when it gets in. So it's like, and Target's doing this on purpose, and I think a lot of retailers are, because of COVID and distribution issues and RossCon and whatever. So they're not ordering a metric crap ton so that they don't have things sitting on the shelves. Whereas like the exclusives, they had to order a specific amount to get said exclusive.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying.
But I mean, you know, don't make it a. I mean, if you want to make the figure, do like Regal Cobra Commander when he came out, right? Make him a Pulse exclusive, or do a made to order run on him or something.
Right.
That way, the fans that want him have the opportunity to get him without having to go through this whole FOMO thing of like, oh, we're going to put them up at 8 a.m., but they really went up at 6 a.m. and there's a limit of 5. So everybody's going to, you know, and then it sells out in 5 minutes. And then, you know, oh, well, we'll throw them up here. And, oh, hey, they just went up. Oh, they're gone. Oh, they just went up again and they're gone. And like create a fervor, which in part is manufactured. Like it's not, they know what they're doing there. But I just think with a character like that, make it available to the people that want him.
Yeah. So, with that said, I'm going to drop some knowledge on all you ball the fuck ups. All right, everybody's gonna. If this makes sense to you guys, anybody in the chat, you have to shave your head and you have to send it to us. Okay, so here's where Hasbro is effing up, and here's what they should be doing. So first we're gonna put aside Mindbender and Serpentor, because I really don't know what they were thinking there. Why those were exclusives, maybe because they're still testing the market early in the run. We know we're getting a retro Mindbender that more people are going to probably appreciate than the one we already got. We're probably going to get another Serpentor. But the problem when they got to Chuckles, when they got to Once a Man Cobra Commander, the problem here, and here's what causes the division, and here's what causes the FOMO. They're numbered. They're considered part of the overall line. That's what the problem is. If you look at Snake Eyes, Fortnite, that is still a classified series figure that is not numbered. That's what you do with these exclusives. Take the number off, make it an SDCC 2024 exclusive that's not numbered, and you will not get the uproar that you're getting in these groups. And that's what, you know what I mean? Yeah. You'll get the people who want to get it. They'll go secondary if they have to, but it's not something that's going to complete your numbered line.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
Dave, you want to read that from Sabir?
So how did this all work for when Serpentor and Mindbender both hit Pulse? Wasn't it into the line when those came out? I know how Chuckles was largely available as private in SDC. When Serpentor came out, if memory serves correctly, Lenny did say that he would show up again later in the line. Same with Mindbender, and we're seeing it, right? Mindbender's getting his retro release. He's not going to come with all the little lab bits and pieces that he had, though a lot of us are curious as to what they're going to do to make Mindbender retro, since his release was pretty damn retro.
They're going to put the silver logo on the back. They're going to change the coloring up a little bit.
Yeah. You know, Serpentor, because I think because they were still testing the waters with vehicles, and you know, you'll see Serpentor again, probably as a retro or as a slightly different version without his slider.
Oh, yeah.
Without the vehicle. I don't think you'll see the vehicle again.
Right, because just like they did in the classic line, we pretty much only got the Chariot the one time, right?
Air Chariot.
It'd be crazy if they do a retro with just his fatigue pants, boots, you know, shirtless, with
the comic look.
Yeah, with the rough cape and the two things coming down, and his, you know, it was like a trophy or something, and he crushed the glass and he put that helmet on, and he's bare chested. Yeah, that's the comic look. At least that's the comic look. Springfield looking. Yeah.
And early on in the line to test the waters for Serpentor, right, with the vehicle, it made sense to number that one because they wanted that to sell out. And that number, that F's with people's brains, man. They know what they're doing because people want to be a completionist. Like, I've decided that I'm all in on classified, so I'm going to try and collect them all, right? That number thing is messing with my head. I don't feel that way about the retro line. The retro line I'll collect because, you know, some of them came out fantastic. Some of them really do evoke that nostalgia, right? But I'm okay if I miss it because it's not numbered. So is it plastic crack? Are they my plastic crack dealers? Is that what it is? And they numbered that shit?
I mean, I'm all I'm all in on it too, but since I'm an opener and the packaging goes in the trash, except if I for an exclusive, if I have a double or whatever, like, I don't care about the numbers, but I do want one of each,
right?
Yeah,
including the retro. Include the only ones that I don't have are I have the movie Scarlet, and then I didn't get any of the other movie figures, and I don't care about them.
Movie Scarlet,
opportunity to get them for $5 or whatever, and I've passed every time, and I just don't need them, and I don't give two shits about the numbers on them. Like, thank you, Ape, King APE, appreciate it. Baldy,
here comes the money. Thank you, King.
Your number completionist point was well made, BaldyLockz. A lot of collectors want every number, no matter what the figure or vehicle is. And that's exactly, look, and would a Hasbro say this? They got our number. They know what they're doing.
Sure.
All right. But it is smart. I mean, it's smart marketing. It's smart business. They know what they got to do to sell these figures. And sometimes it's slap a number on them. I don't know why they didn't slap a number on Fortnite, Snake Eyes, but they didn't for whatever reason. But That's the way they should handle the exclusives. Take the numbers off. Call it SDC, whatever it is. It's Whale's Vagina 2022, Whale's Vagina 2023, Whale's Vagina 2024. You know,
the retros don't have numbers, right?
No.
Where were you 30 seconds ago? I just freaking went over that shit.
I'm done.
I'm just saying, if they want to do a store exclusive, do like McFarlane did with a gold Superman statue action figure. That it's just like, if you want it, get it. If you don't want it, it's not going to impact your line, whether you're all in because and the numbers fuck with you, or you're all in and you don't care about the numbers. Like,
yeah, the numbers are fucking with everybody, and that's why everybody gets mad at each other. And Wreckage is gone. Everybody was shitting on Tiger Force, me included. When I was a kid, I didn't like Tiger Force. Okay,
I loved it,
but some of them are
like Gun Bunny.
Some of them now are very cool. Like I like the way they did Duke.
And yes, hit that like button, everybody.
You know,
thank you, Justin.
I don't know if you guys noticed
thank you, buddy.
But this page, I don't know, this channel is almost at 4,800 viewers. So if you're not a viewer or a member or a follower, subscriber, subscribe now. See if you can get this channel over 4,800 tonight. We're closing in on 5,000, which is really cool. It's a testament to all the people that came before me, before the guys sitting here. There's been a group of guys that are really working. I mean, they put up with Travis fucking Moody. So if they put up with him, here, wait, I'll find it. I should have had that queued and ready to go. But if you're dealing with
Travis fucking Moody, Travis fucking Moody, Travis fucking Moody.
He says it so hard.
He's so mad. He's so passionate.
He's so mad at Travis. Travis fucking Moody.
He's treating Travis. He's treating Travis like an O-ring that fell off his shelf. You know what I mean?
25th anniversary.
Oh, I just dropped my Travis fucking Moody.
He's like, damn it. I'm retired. Travis fucking Moody.
Yeah, so I think we're bouncing around here, but ultimately I think that at this point Classified is doing so well, right, that you can move on from the numbered exclusives. I understand the store exclusives. I don't know how they would handle Tiger Force or the Night Force stuff that are Walmart and Target exclusives, but they're not as hard to get as these other exclusives.
They're not now, because remember Cobra Island, when that first came out, like that was damn near impossible. But that was also in the heyday of COVID and distribution screw ups and backups and.
Oh, you know, right here, the nerd alert. Look at this. I love Night Force and the Recon Divers. Now, those 60th anniversary figures are not numbered. And they fit in well. They're not exclusives, but they fit in well with the line, right? Are they fan channel exclusives or no?
No, because Target had them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a game. It's a marketing game. It's a sales tactic. It's worked, but now they have their success, so you can move on. You can move on from those numbered exclusives, right? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that the 60th anniversary aren't numbered. They weren't anything that popped up in the original line, right? They weren't a specific character. They weren't a. No,
but they are a fun throwback to the original Action. What Action Man is that? That's what it was, right?
Action Man, or even the GIJoe and like. Oh, here. You know these guys, Action Marine.
Yes. And that's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
celebration of what came before. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, you just had that in your pocket?
Oh. Only you knew what I could fit in my pocket.
Wow.
You know, here's the Action Sailor.
Yeah, and that's basically what we're getting.
Yeah, that's exactly what these are. These are the throwback.
I think it would have been fun if they did throw in the original
based
head.
off. Yeah.
Remember the original head and the
beard and the scar.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You know, and as much as I hate exclusives, and it's a figure I would want, but like Joe Colton, that would be a perfect exclusive, because people that were fans of the cartoon never were ever really familiar with that character. I think he kind of showed up in one episode, but they never like explicitly said who it was. But he was a character in the comic.
Well,
just wait for fresh movie fiction and they'll have your Joe Colton.
Deep cut characters make sense. You know, I do still feel that this is a deep cut character. You know what I mean?
I don't. We disagree there,
You
sir. I don't.
No, he's at least he's
cut.
Cobra Commander. Cobra Commander's not a deep cut, but that version, I don't know.
Well, you know what is now a deep cut character for whatever reason? Go ahead, we're gonna see the numbers start to go up right here. Hooded Cobra Commander. If you want that Rattler to go over the limit in the first freaking week, right? They played it safe. They did Baroness as the third tier. If they went with Hooded Cobra Commander, woo! That thing would have sold so freaking fast, because that's the only way we're going to get it is if he's an exclusive, right? Or
That
until somebody else is in charge. You know, Hasbro, you're hiring, because I'm going to come over there, make some changes.
Knock on your door.
So look at that. Gun Bunny agrees with me. Not a deep cut character.
What's not a deep cut?
Once a man Cobra Commander.
Necessary.
Oh.
Yeah, to go with Cobra Lock.
You're saying he's not a deep cut.
He's not.
Okay, no, I don't think he's a deep cut.
Every kid that watched the cartoon watched that scene. Knows that happens.
You know what a deep cut is, Zen? Do you know what a deep cut is, Baldy?
Go ahead.
Breakdancing.
A deep cut is like Professor Apple, the Candy's daddy that's a Crimson Guardsman. That would be a deep ass cut. Or Candy. Candy would be a deep cut.
Candy
Those
would be
from the comic.
Or Quarrel.
Boy George breakdancing Snake Eyes.
That's a deep cut.
That's an exclusive.
Everybody knows them though.
Cold Slither, exclusive.
Body Massage Roadblock.
Which I have the reaction version of that.
Right. Concept, I'd be fucking mad.
Yeah, well, you know what? I never thought they would do Cobra La in the classified line. So to me,
oh shit, really?
To me, this was a deep cut. Or I said I wanted a reimagining of
Cobra La.
Cobra La. Sorry, I'm starting to stutter a little bit, but yeah, I would have liked to see like a whole new take on Cobra La, and then in the retro line, now that that's established, we could have went to Cobra La. But
Liquid Identity, Quinn would be a little bit of a deep cut, right?
Quinn would be deep cut. You know who would be a deep cut? The blind guy with the dog sled and irradiated snake eyes.
People would want him.
But I wouldn't want that.
Dr. Venom?
Make that an exclusive.
Want Dr. Venom?
Make that an exclusive that I don't want.
It would be cool. If it was available, I would buy it. But if it sold out to the point where I could never get it, I would never be upset and feel like my collection was missing out because of it.
Sure, exactly. That's an exclusive.
130. This is why people are freaking out and buying 5 at a time, because there's a freaking number on the side.
5 they want to flip. Fuck you 5 for.
And I couldn't even tell you
speculative.
who is what number, where, when, because I barely even look at it. I just open the box and throw it away.
The box goes in the trash.
Yeah.
Throw that
They
shit
go
away.
behind glass and under lights, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
But
retro.
I can tell you that I do have one of everything that has been released. I don't give a shit about the numbers, but I do have one of everything that has come out.
Ooh, that's
Even
like
the
punk.
retro.
Huh?
Even the retro.
Even the retro.
And
With
you
the
got
exception
small
of those
completionist.
4 movie figures, I have one of
Completionists
everything.
down there. Completionists get moved to the top.
But I don't have those 4 movie figures, and I don't give a
Fuck
flying
the movie figures.
fuck about those movie
But
figures.
but like you said before, the movie Scarlet was pretty cool. It was all right.
The movie Scarlet was cool, and at the time, she was the best representation that we got of Scarlet until we got the retro Scarlet.
That's true.
So when retro Scarlet came out, movie Scarlet went into the bin.
Ah, true. Head sculpt was dope. Yeah.
What about the Viper?
What
That
about
would be a great exclusive. That would be a deep
great
cut.
exclusive.
There's some Honda Lou talk in the chat. Some Honda Lou.
Yeah, Gun Bunny said Honda Lou. Who else did he say?
Frank Dumont.
Dr. Venom.
So what about
Sparks.
October Guard?
Ooh.
I don't think we'll see that. I don't think we'll see that just because of the political climate.
I'd make October Guard, but it'd be hard to make a horror show. They're not that really. I don't see a really.
But would
big
October Guard be a deep cut? Or would
no, because they were a mainstay in the comic. They were a
mainstay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. It's they.
I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it.
Well, I'm just saying that they did good marketing. It is interesting that they allowed five at a time.
I remember her figure 6-pack. Amber.
I think 3 is the magic number. I'll tell you why. Right? It's that old joke off at SNL. 3. We need 3.
3.
Is it a shocker that I said 3? So, right, 1 to open, 1 to keep in the box, and 1 just in case.
Or flip.
Or flip. I mean, flipping is the game. I mean, look at why are the tiger paws nowhere to be found?
And mine's right there. What are you talking about?
You know, I'm very curious if.
Did you get one, Baldy?
I finally. Not only did I get 1.
You got like 3 of them bitches out.
I got 3 of them bitches.
God, David, did you get one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Damn.
Actually, I lied.
Hey, Wreckage is sick though, huh? Wreckage is badass.
Oh, Headman would not be a deep
I think
cut.
I'm supposed to save this for later, but
Headman would be a deep cut. That's tight. I kind of want that. I didn't pull the trigger yet, but wow.
I got 4 tiger paw and I traded 1 for a stinger.
Oh, there you go. Trade stuff. Yeah, all right.
Trades,
baby.
I helped somebody out and they helped me out.
Commonwealth, you're crazy. I got 22 once a man Cobra. Who wants one? Damn. I got 99 problems, but
that sounds like a scammer more than a scalper.
Snake ain't one. I got 99 problems, but once a man Cobra Commander ain't one. Bitches. Cobra Commander flexing hard.
I'm curious what the distribution thing with Tiger Force is. Like, I wonder if Target fought back and didn't have to put in an order for as many because of how the Python Trouble Bubble went to clearance, and they didn't want that to happen with another big box item, and therefore they didn't have to order as many, or if this was an initial run and more are coming, because it seems like people have found them here and there over the past week.
Well, let me tell you something about that. I don't know how they're ordering. Let me tell you something. So Target's gotten screwed a few times, and definitely during COVID, they have what's called a POS. Okay, it's not just a piece of shit, but it is a point of sale system. And what they do is they set things up quarterly, lead time, months in advance. And we saw this a lot during COVID. Things would finally arrive in the store, but go on clearance. Do you guys remember that? Like, you would finally see something and you would ring it up. I can't believe I just found this. And it was on clearance. And everybody was wondering why the hell that was.
Because it was too close to the reset for the next
it was
block of items.
COVID screwed a lot of brick and mortar stores up with that. Walmart, you've seen it there. I feel like people saw it more at Target. Then that overflow that never showed up at Target is now at Ollie's and Ross, right? It's all this overflow. We're still continuing to see effects from the pandemic, or at least from the distribution. If you guys just Google it, you can look up the container crisis in California. That shit was sitting forever. Some of that shit is still getting unloaded, and I actually believe that that's where all these kingpins are coming from. I truly believe that, because usually when you get a re-release, you get a new copyright number or a new code at the bottom. You're not seeing that with some of these things, which is crazy. But I wouldn't be shocked to find out that they cleared out a couple warehouses or containers and they found old product.
So I don't have anything to put this up against, but with Transformers, and I think they just put it up on the website, and I thought it might have been a Target exclusive. This guy started showing up again.
Oh, wow.
This is like a 7-year-old figure. I remember when he initially came out, and I wasn't collecting yet. I didn't start in until Siege, and my kids were a little older. And so I was like, did somebody come across a warehouse and just find pallets of these things that just hadn't moved? Right. But then when I looked at the bottom, made in Vietnam. Okay. And I believe that those are their new factories. That, you know, they moved some of the factories or went with a newer factory. You know, I'd love if anybody has the original one of these, if the box says made in China, because I believe Vietnam is new.
No. Okay. So is there a date? Is there a date or anything? Because there's going to be codes on there that I don't know how to decipher, but there's always date codes. So when you're in manufacturing, there's different date codes because you have to trace things back for insurance reasons.
I mean, there's codes. I don't
know how to decipher them. There's Todd.
But at the very least, there should be a copyright date somewhere.
Transformers have been made in Vietnam. Oh, okay. So maybe
fucking nom.
Maybe my hypothesis.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
The other half is
explosion. We knew we were going to delve into this shit tonight. So
let's delve into some shit. Come on.
Well, the funny thing is we keep coming back to this and we keep showing that it's a thing. And there were so many people online when we try and explain, well, this is why Ross is overflowing with stuff right now. And they'd be like, that's bullshit, man. That's not true. And it's the same people that, you know, there's no distribution crisis. COVID isn't causing any of this. And like, that's bullshit. And why is all that? And they don't understand how domino effect and how long it takes for this to filter out of the system. Yeah. The height of COVID was 4 years ago. That's how backed up and fucked up things were, that like we're finally just catching up now, and the ship is kind of starting to be righted. Like if you go into Ross now, the toy section is back to where it was pre-COVID, which is like half a shelf. Yep. Whereas for the past year, it was like 2 aisles.
Yeah, it's because, and Ollie's is going to continue to get stuff. Okay, they're going to continue to get that overflow, but eventually it's going to start to simmer down now. You know, I mean,
I think it has.
Yeah, I mean, people are still finding stuff, and
Yeah.
you're going to continue to find some stuff, but eventually that's going to go dry. Now you might find the Tiger Force 2-pack there at some point.
I bet you will.
There will always be things that pop up there, because there will always be things that get jammed up in the inventory because they didn't sell or because of whatever reason. But I don't believe, barring another catastrophe, that you will see things as backed up and stocked and as plentiful as it was.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just got quiet.
And everybody just shut up. I don't know, Gun Bunny. What do you guys have to say? Legends and Star Wars have the same distribution problems.
Yeah, I mean, those archive series, Black series, whatever, showing up at Ross.
Yep.
McFarlane had stuff showing up at Ross.
Oh, Chad.
Man, you must have lost a good 80 pounds in one sitting.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, everybody was hoarding the toilet paper, so
yeah, that was scary. But anyway,
yeah. Remember, Lenny and Emily spoke about how they were backed up with figures after the pandemic, and that is why we saw some.
Well, I think Baldy just switched to dial up.
Fucking Baldy! Right when you reading King AP, remember. Lenny and Emily spoke about how they were backed up with figures after the pandemic, and that is why we saw so many figures come out last year.
Yeah. I mean, I think the peak of this, what Baldy was talking about, was
I guess I froze because I read the same thing, and then I looked over
like a son of a bitch.
You guys were like this.
You were totally frozen.
I guess.
Yeah, the peak of this, is, as Baldy mentioned, was when those Marvel 60th anniversary packs hit Target. And within like a week or maybe 2 weeks, suddenly they were totally clearanced out.
Yep. Yeah, they did it with the 60th anniversary Black Widow.
Black Widow and all those 2-packs that came out, the Hawkeye and with the skiff and the.
That one's coming. I barely pulled the trigger on that one.
Which, those ended up on Amazon and Hasbro Outlet for 50%.
That's why I got them.
Yeah. Banner with the Gray Hulk, and
you need them with the Avengers. That's no brainer. So I got lucky.
Yeah, if you guys
had a distribution problem in that they were distributed. Yes, that's true. Those god awful movie with god awful figures.
Oh my God! Yes.
Now, if you guys really want to. If anybody in the chat really wants to delve into the how and why and where we should be going in the next year, Nerd Zoic did a great video on the whole like pendulum of distribution that came out of the pandemic. He's actually a pretty funny guy, and if you can sit through, I guess it's about an 8-minute, 10-minute video or so. He breaks it down pretty well. I mean, he does a lot of self-promotion, but that's fine. He's got a store. But he does a really good job of breaking it down and what we should see in the next year from Hasbro. But we are going to start to see some things dry up. And then who knows, that pendulum might swing again and we might start to see some more shit. But
well, it's just like I said at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, that the friend I've made that works in the toy industry and has a lot of connections is that 2024 and 2025 is going to be a lot of repaints, remolds, and reuse.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've seen. I mean, it's easier for GIJoe to sort of hide that because that's what they've always been about. But look at Transformers. Look at how much remolding, reuse, re-releases have been happening. Look at Marvel Legends with their reuse, re-releases and repaints or whatever.
And they're killing it right now, Marvel.
Yeah, and then Star Wars especially. All these the murder droids, which I just picked them up, and Commander Fox, which has been going for like $75 on eBay for who knows how long, and Plo Koon, and the redoing the Darth Mauls and the new head sculpts on the Obi-Wans and Qui-Gon. Like Black Series has just been pumping out re-releases. If you're at GameStop now, you can find the animated Sabine and Hera. And so, at what other point in time would you have been like, hey, wait, those figures came out 3-4 years ago. Why are they suddenly re-releasing them again?
Yeah.
Hang on one second.
It's a good question.
Are we done with slides already?
Yeah, we've been done with slides. We're just kind of.
Minute.
Can we put Mondo's name in the hat for reuse? Because those greedy motherfuckers need some hate. Why does Mondo need hate? I think Mondo's releasing some
Mondo's in the hat on reuse because those greedy motherfuckers need some hate. Oh, hate. They need some hate. Mondo? I don't know. You guys know about it. I don't know about Mondo.
I mean, I don't collect 1/6, but I know that those 1/12 they're a little bigger. They're probably 7-inch. The real Ghostbusters that they debuted at San Diego Comic-Con look amazing. They're going to do 1/12 scale with the He-Man with the 200X line.
Oh.
They do some and their 1/6 scale stuff, like from what I see on the releases, looks
Wait,
amazing.
are they the ones doing that I can't think of his name. The glow in the dark skeleton. Scareglow.
Yes.
That's Mondo?
Yes. That thing looks amazing.
Yeah, that looks amazing. So I don't know if they're greedy or once you get them in hand, you go, oh shit, I see where all this money went. But
I think once you get them in hand, it's, oh shit, I see where all this money went.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that stuff, I appreciate, like I said, the artwork that goes into figures. I think a lot of people do. That's why this scale has become so popular, because more detail can go into it. And then once you get to that larger scale, like Mondo, you can get even more intricate details and do some really cool shit. I'm not saying I'm spending $700 on a Scareglow.
No,
because I got a family and my mom's upstairs and she's already mad that my room's a mess. My allowance isn't going to pay for it. But I mean, I still got a paper route just to pay for my figures.
Yep. There's one comment I'm just going to pick out real quick. Justin Booth.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if McFarlane ends up with the Marvel Legends IP. I'm not sure if Hasbro's going to want to spend billions more for the IP.
Where's that one? Holy shit! I'm off.
It's
where is
pull up a little bit. Justin, based on things I'm hearing, that's going to be a resounding no. But we'll see how the future plays out.
Yeah. Okay, there it is.
Super 7 is no better than Mondo. They can do.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you get into that price range of Mondo, even with
don't give a fuck.
When you get into that price range of Mondo, when you play with when you get Super 7,
you play with yourself.
It's a display piece. It's not really meant to be played with.
No, you just fucking stare at that bitch. I stare at all these goddamn things.
I will say this: the Super 7, when you go into Target and you see an Iron Maiden, Eddie Super 7, you see something like that and you go, oh man, my buddy loves Iron Maiden. His birthday's coming up. I'm going to grab this for him. And you just give it to him as a gift. Nobody's collecting every single Super 7. All right.
No.
It's very niche. When you start spending money on something like Mondo, you're not going out in the backyard and playing with it. You're going to.
I wouldn't think so.
It's articulated so you can display it in a way that you want, or maybe change it up in a couple months and move things around. But you're not playing with that thing. You know what I mean?
You're not playing with that thing.
You ain't playing with that thing.
I'm waiting for another toy company to get the DC license. I'm not saying a word. I'm just going to leave that one alone. Next.
Thank you.
Just remember that I made no comment on that
At all.
At all. Nope.
And sometimes by not commenting, that is the comment.
I hope McFarlane doesn't.
Okay. I'll read this. I hope McFarlane does get that Legends license. I can finally obtain a Jokerized glasses. Yeah, that Jokerized shit is so stupid. It's like they had a Jokerized Joker. Do you remember that? They had a Jokerized Joker, and it's almost like getting bacon wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, bacon wrapped in bacon is fucking delicious. It's fucking phenomenal, but it's so stupid of a concept.
Damn.
But we are bouncing all over the place. I'm not sure. It seems like everybody's still here with us, which is
anyone want to see the crazy vamp?
Yeah, let's go to that. I do have a couple more slides.
Okay, check it out. All right, fucking A, bucket. Fuck me.
These are what we call the outro slides.
Fuck me hard.
But this bad boy.
Oh yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at that monster. Is it monster?
That thing.
Is this still a vamp? Good God, look at this.
Insane.
I got the new shoes.
Do you just want to hold? Can you hold yours up? All right, wait, hold on. I think I got this. I got it. Boom.
That's the one in the picture, fellas. Look at that. I said the hell with it. I said I'm gonna make this thing more fun. My buddy's doing all kinds of stuff with it.
You could have bought 3 more vamps with the add-ons you put on there.
And he's here. I don't want 3 more vamps. I got no room, no space.
Tony, tell everybody what we're looking at.
Dude, this is the Vamp Mark 20. I put all the gridiron goodies on this baby. I just got tired of looking at the plain old Vamp just sitting there on the shelf collecting dust. I said, you know what? Well, I always told Mark, I said, you know what? I'm going to wait until you get a bunch of stuff done. Then I'll probably make a big old buy. And then, you know, he hooks me up with some freebies here and there. It's got the roof rack. It's got the light, grills on the lights. It's got the front hood. It's got the brush guard. It's got the driver's side stuff with the shotgun.
I love that. That's the driver's side set.
Yeah, that's
check that out. And then
I mean, the whole thing, it makes it a whole new vehicle.
Makes it a whole new vehicle, and it just makes it a lot more fun. It just comes with a gas can in there, if you can see it, a chain.
Yeah, the chain.
Yeah. And
I just want that chain with the hooks on it.
Yeah, he's got that. He's gonna pull the shotgun out.
But I will say, like, all the add-ons that he's been making over the past couple months for this, they were all great. I liked what he was doing. But it all came together when he added those big ass monster tires.
That's why yes, David. I didn't pull the trigger until I saw the wheels. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I had to get the spare tire and the jack on that son of a bitch. Look at that.
It is extremely badass looking. So how well do the wheels turn?
It's a monster.
Oh wow.
Look at that. And there's for the door gunner, the bullets are in there.
Yeah,
you can take them out. Good. The shells are in there to make it look like, and this thing freaking came out. Yeah, right on, King Ape. And it's practically a new hood. There's the 30 cal right here. We can lift this bad boy up. That takes the place of the old one.
I think it starts out or something.
It's just crazy. And then there's the door gunner, and then I've got the M232 cannon on it. It's got the camera.
Yeah, that's badass, man.
And then it's got the feed ramp for the rounds, and then inside here or
that
more loose
feed
rounds in there you
plastic?
can take out. What's that, Dave?
Is the feed on that plastic or rubber
It's plastic.
or resin? I guess
It's resin. Yeah, I think it's resin.
Yeah, it's that.
But yeah, you can always just take that off and interchange it out with whatever.
I hope
He's got a bunch of different cannons and Gatling guns and crazy stuff. I think Johnny put the missiles that he's got for the hiss on top of this. He made it pretty crazy. But yeah, once I saw these wheels and see on the wheels, he's got. Let me see if you can see. Where am I at? Oh, right here. You can see it better. The light hits that. See, it says Hybrid Gridiron Studios.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
nice.
And it says rugged terrain. I used to like the wheels, the off-road wheels. You know how they're painted white?
Mm-hmm. Like almost like race tires.
Yeah, I might do something and paint these OD green just to match, just to make them stick out. I think that'd be kind of cool.
That's
then,
cool.
You know,
I hope that he just offers the wheel jack separately.
that's what I'm waiting on. The wheel jack. You don't want the wheel with it?
I mean, maybe. Since I only have one, I kind of like leaving
Let
it
me put you
stock.
back on time.
Yeah.
But I love that it's a functional jack.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So it just made a whole lot more fun. It makes me. I mean, I wasn't a naysayer about making this thing all crazy the way it is, but I just got sick of looking at it. I had the money and all that stuff, and then with me and Mark, I mean, he'll kick me down some freebies. I didn't want the driver's side because I'm like, well, how's he gonna get out? You know what I mean? I'm like, the skeleton doors are awesome. They snap on real easy. You can take them off, and the beautiful thing is you can do a crazy amount of customizing with it. You can make it all beefed up like this, or you could put one or two things on, take the rest off, and do a whole combination of crazy things with this thing. I mean, it's just make it
Now,
a lot more.
Tony, is that everything that's offered for the Vamp, or is there?
This is everything offered for the Vamp, with the exception of he's got more turrets you can change out. Like see how he made it so easy? You can have one where it's got this cannon with the javelin, the one that looks like a law rocket, just one shot. He's got missiles. He's got more. He's got this is the one that goes underneath like a helicopter. This weapon. He's got one that looks like a cannon. He's got one that looks like a Gatling. It's all there on the website. I'm shilling.
There's also a rear gunner seat, right?
Yeah, there's also a rear gunner seat. You have to get the rear gunner seat if you want to get this, because it mounts onto the same thing the rear gunner seat comes with. I think I got the gunner seat somewhere else, but you're going to have to get because if you want the spare tire to go on like that, it goes onto the hole that the rear gunner seat would go on.
Yeah, it's
so everything's modular. You could take everything off. The tires are easy to come off. You could put these old ones back on if you want. It just makes it a whole lot more fun. I'm messing with it. I only put clutch back in it, and I haven't put anyone in it to man the gun, but it was just fun to mess with. And at first I just wanted the wheels. I'm like, you know what? Screw it.
When's he coming out with the ferret upgrades? Because the last time he was on the show, he mentioned it, and there's just been the wheels so far.
It's just been the wheels. That stuff's coming pretty soon. I just went over there to pick all this up yesterday. Yeah, and oh my god, he's put more money into the company. He's got they've put 30 more 3D printers in the studio. 30. And they're all the ones I was watching them make the wheels, and they've gotten to where if there's a different color you want printed while it's doing the same print job, like, okay, it's done with the black rubber wheels. Oh, you want to start with the green rims? It'll pick the green color and it'll start the rim.
Oh, that's cool.
You just see it just keep going and keep going and keep going, and this freaking tire just appears out of nowhere because of the resin and the FDM and it's pretty crazy. So yeah, they say on their website they're like 10 to 15 days behind, but that's why they put more of that money they got into the studio, into those 3D printers to increase production, to get them out to you faster. That's what we're talking about yesterday.
Yeah,
while
because
I was doing
they're
over
still.
while they're doing over his flag. He put lights on it and everything.
Well, they're definitely like a smaller operation than people realize. So yeah, by kind of turning.
Fucking war chest, bitch.
What do you say?
Yeah, dude. It's a lot of fun. I mean, at first all I wanted was the front bush guard and the rear thing, because you can have figures, you know, stand on it and they've got little handles they can hold on to the thing. That's all I wanted. And then I'm like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great piece that you have there, and you think it's totally worth it. And we're in a golden age of toys, right? Like when we were kids, we would have loved 3D printers and to be able to make stuff or add-ons. And this really, I mean, a lot of this looks like it's supposed to go with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a
really
well
done.
And then he's making stuff, you know, more mounted weapons on top for the hiss. He's making more stuff for the ferret and the tiger paw. He's, you know, you've seen the wheels. There's red rims and yellow rims they're gonna make, and
yeah,
it's crazy. But
yeah,
it's a lot of fun. The thing's a lot of fun.
But
and the
you
whole thing, if you want it back to be the original Vamp, you could take all the stuff off. Easy.
You could smack it up, flip it, and then rub it down.
I just had to pimp it.
Yeah. No, it looks cool. It looks like a West Coast custom.
Right?
No, it was a West Coast custom and have stupid fucking TVs and dumbass lights and all.
Yeah, that was insane. I didn't want the skeleton doors at first, and I'm like, they're not even doors, but they're freaking cool.
Tony, we heard you wanted to pimp your Vamp, so we put 7 LCD screens,
22-inch freaking Dayton wire wheels on the stupid thing.
Some people your engine's supposed to be. We put in a fridge for all your beer.
And he's still working on his version of an R Striker. The bug is still coming that he advertised a long time ago.
Oh, I thought he said that they were pivoting away from that.
Nope. They're still gonna mess with it.
All right.
There you go. Well, now we've talked about Tony and his love affair with Gridiron. Let's go over to Spec and your love affair with Conan.
My love affair.
Conan.
Talk us through this. What do we got here?
He showed up yesterday. The Mezco King Conan.
Nice.
And
here, hold that up again. Ready?
Make me big.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he showed up from Entertainment Earth yesterday, and he's just I didn't get any of the other Conans. I wasn't really getting any of the Mezco at that time. And he is just an awesome figure. I did have the Super 7 with the throne on pre-order, and I canceled that. Even though Arnold is my Conan.
Yes.
And this is more comic accurate, but
yes,
the detail, the accessories, the multiple heads, the posability, like you just,
well,
like how do you beat that? The chainmail, all the armor bits and leather and everything, they all come off, so you can have, as you see in the one photo, whenever you put that back up, like you can have them scaled down as more of a barbarian.
I would say the only thing that can beat that is for anybody that's watching right now, Spec, if you were to stand up, you have that chain link on, don't you?
I do, but it's more of a G-string.
Oh, okay.
Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! So it kind of massages as you move around.
Yeah, but this is really this is some great artwork. You could kind of point people as to where to go. I mean, it's under your name there.
Right there. Toy Optics, at Toy Optics on Instagram, where I've done a couple new shots over the past few weeks.
Awesome.
did these last night. Obviously, very similar setups. And then I also got these. So my very first purchase in the Mythic Legion realm, because I'd been wanting skeletons, because skeletons are very versatile. You can use them in lots of different shots with Joes or whatever. But they were perfect to use with Conan. And these are just fantastic skeletons. I got 2. I wish I had gotten the limit of 4. And then I did, just kind of as I was showing, I stumbled upon the stump wrestling turtles, which I read these. I used to have the whole run of these Archie comic adventures of the Ninja Turtles. And
Oh, you got more?
well, yeah, the wrestlers were a whole 4-pack. That's Raphael, and then Leonardo, and Michelangelo.
So are these
those are crazy.
are these NECA?
NECA, yeah.
NECA.
So, if you read that, anybody familiar with these comics will know exactly what these are. So I did a shot with them wrestling with a couple of actual WWE wrestlers, since I do have a couple of those.
Oh yeah, Spec needs to shave that head.
I do. It's been like a week. The Archie Comics Mondo Gecko, I just picked him up. Thank you, King Ape. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And then there's another photo that I put up a couple days ago with the stump wrestling Leatherhead.
Those are cool, man.
And I wasn't going to get him, but he just ended up being just a freaking awesome, chunky figure.
It looks cool. Yeah.
He is pretty cool. I like that it's almost like, I mean, they make it like that. It's not quite a cell shading. Would you call that a cell shading look?
No. So the cartoon line initially had like a cell shading look to it. And then in the last year, they've kind of put a stop to it. So, I mean, he has shading.
Yeah.
But it's the black lines, the black
more like out of the comic book
that they put in there that kind of helps with the cartoony or comic look.
Well, I want to go back to these 2 Conan pictures. So I have a question for you, because we should do a stream at some point about toy photography, but there's 2 pictures here. How long did it take you to do these 2 pictures?
30 minutes.
Oh yeah, you got them trees. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine printed and painted the trees for me, and
you put them in ACBA yet?
Put them in the moss, and yeah, I put these in ACBA.
Okay.
I think they have like 10 likes.
No, it's awesome, but
it's hard to compete on that. Give me 1 second, and I will show you. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Present. Google Chrome would like to record this computer. No, fuck off.
Give me a...
We're learning on the job.
Entire screen share. Google Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. God damn it.
Oh man.
Huh.
Huh. This is fucking. You guys talk about something real quick.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Baby. Let's talk about.
Wait, you found it, Spec, or no?
Oh, yeah, but it says I have to quit and reopen, so I'm not going to do that.
All right.
Hold on.
Can you send something in our messenger chat that Tony can access, or no?
Yes, I'm going to send 2 things to Tony right now.
Can you do that, Tone?
Yeah. I want to see if I can share real quick.
All right. So the reason
Tony, I'm going to text them to you.
The reason I asked about how long this takes is because with the lighting and everything like that, I mean, you've got your setup ready to go, and then you can adjust your lighting as needed.
More or less. I mean,
Oh
all right. So I just texted you those, Tony. They're sending right now.
Okay, I might be leaving you soon. Both my screens went like off white, so I might have to restart.
Let's take a look at what he's he sent if we can, and then we'll just wrap it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, since I live in a small condo, this stuff is not, I don't know who Adam Pierce is. This stuff isn't just like kind of out sitting around. Like it'd be nice if I had a workshop where I could do that. So when I come up with ideas for photos, I have to make sure that I have the time because I have to take everything out. I have to set it all up, and then I have to break it all down so that it doesn't look like a kid who left his toys out all night when people wake up in the morning. Because I shoot them at night, usually when people are asleep and I have the place to myself. But I mean, it's a very simple shot. It was just some grass, model grass overlay, and then setting the trees up, and then lighting it from there. And then, you know, this was a pretty basic lighting. Hang on.
Why do I have two?
Wait, Tony, your brother's here.
Holy shit. We got twin Romos.
Okay, how do I, man? You should just give me the web page or something. How do I?
Well, I don't have them up on. Well, they're on my Instagram. I guess I could send. You could go to my.
Yeah.
Instagram. No.
Yeah, I'll look up your Instagram. Hold on.
No. They're not on my Instagram.
Oh, shiznit.
All right. Well, we can come back to this on another.
It's just the behind the scenes shots.
Yeah.
You can see the lights and everything. But, you know, this was a very broad photo. I didn't have to get specific with the lighting per se. Like I didn't have to like cut and shape the light and make sure that there wasn't spill from one light hitting the background, and then, you know, whatever I had hitting Conan, it didn't matter if it was hitting the tree behind it or whatever. So like there's a lot of times when I get into my shots and I'm having to use tape or other pieces of cardboard or whatever and actually stop light from hitting things I don't want it to hit, shaping the light.
Yeah, there's a whole process to it, but you're saying you got it down to the point you can get a setup and pictures like this in a half hour.
I mean, for this, yeah, because again, it's like an outdoor thing, and so it's just it's very easy to be broad with it and not need to like have pinpoint lighting. You know, I had a giant soft backlight, as you can see, hitting those trees and kind of cutting Conan out, especially in the kneeling photo. And then I had a light closer to the ground that sort of augmented that and pushed through. And then I both had those at a cooler temperature for more of like a nighttime. And then I brought in a slightly warmer light just off to Conan's side. And then I bounced a light on the fill side where the sword is sticking out of the skeleton. That's the fill side, the not as lit side for contrast. So that was 1, 2, 3. That was 4 lights and a bounce card. And then I used the atmosphere aerosol. So they were both
fog,
somewhere between 6 to 8 second exposures, and then I'd hit the aerosol in there to give a little atmosphere, help kind of hide the background more, which was just a black piece of foam board, just to help sell that it was nighttime.
Well, you sold it, baby. So really nice. And you said you'll have the behind the scenes up on your Instagram?
I don't remember if I put them up or not. I do have one of the behind the scenes shots is on with the photo on the Articulated Comic Book Art Facebook page. And Shark Eyes, if you asked me about the canned smoke and if you didn't hear me, yes, that's exactly what I used.
All right. I mean, I think it looks great, and everybody can kind of follow you there on Toy Optics, and maybe one day you'll put up the behind the scenes for this.
Maybe. Think about it.
You're not really sure.
If you sent it to my Instagram, that'd be a big plus instead of my phone.
Send it to your Instagram. I can send it to you.
Send it to my Instagram messaging.
Hang on, Tony.
Yeah, because they look freaking cool.
So while they're exchanging handles, right? We'll go to the next slide here as we are wrapping up. Anybody that lives in the New Jersey area, at the end of this month, August 24th and 25th, New Jersey Collectors Convention. It's in Cherry Hill. The information's here. You can screenshot this if you like.
Sent them, Romo.
Okay.
I will be here as a vendor. I am offloading a huge chunk of my personal collection. So if you're there, stop by and come say hi. And definitely, if you have a, social media handle on YouTube or Instagram, definitely come introduce yourself. I like to actually put a face with the name and then an actual name with the name, if that makes sense. We did that a lot, Tony, right? When we were at Joe Fest, we got to meet people.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. And what's interesting about this show is it's a pretty big room. It's not as large as Joe Fest or anything, but they do have door prizes. And here they've got a small list of prizes. Actually, if you go on their Facebook page or on histank.com, you'll see what the door prizes are. But the big one is right here. I showed you guys this earlier. This is a customized Cobra flag. And this is the biggest door prize that they've ever given out. They do have better pictures on histank.com and on the New Jersey Collectors Convention page on Facebook. But this thing is amazing, and it's a door prize. And I don't want to misquote, but I'm positive that one of the door prizes is Once a Man Cobra Commander. I'm not sure what the rest of the list is, but this is next weekend on the 24th and 25th. I will be there both days. I'm not a featured guest or anything. I'm just a guy that's going to have a table, and I'm offloading a good portion of my collection. I'm not getting out. It's just my room is starting to look like a warehouse. So awesome. I need to get rid of all the extras that I haven't opened. And it looks like you got control now, Tony.
A little bit. Yeah. Let me make this bigger to me. See, there's this. That's David's behind the scenes.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The one. Yeah. See how he has. Yeah. See the backlighting. Making the fog and the lights. Are those lime cubes or no?
The loom cubes.
Loom cube.
The rectangular light in the background is a loom cube. Okay. And then the two little squares and then the bigger source near the top of the frame is whatever Chinese generic lighting off of Amazon from a company called Ulanzi or Ulanzi. And they make great stuff that is affordable, and the color temperature seems pretty accurate. And then the loom cubes are nice. They get pricey because you're paying for the name and
yeah, the name is what's doing it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's amazing when you do a full shot like this behind the scenes of what's really going on in the room.
Yeah, ACBA requires
the messy, you're able to capture, and that's artwork.
The messy corner of the room that my wife hates looking at every time she comes out.
Well, that's crazy. See the room he needs and see how little the scene is. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I'm sitting right now. Is where the figures are set up. So all that stuff that you're looking at in the back of the photo is to my left.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So here.
Oh yeah.
So the Jabba the Hutt diorama that I've been building for over 2 years, or I should say stopped building and need to finish.
You could not have timed that better. You did that and he got rid of the other window.
Yeah, I could play with this thing.
That was good. Well, I think that wraps us up. Unless you guys got some more to say.
What else you got to say? What else you want to talk about? How many's in here?
Good.
I got to work tomorrow, so I'm good.
I don't. I'm chilling. I'm gonna play with my Vamp.
So you were on the floor playing with your toys, and Tony's about to be playing with his Vamp.
Only because I would have done it at the table, but I didn't feel like cleaning the table off. And the problem is being middle-aged and doing this on the floor, your back doesn't like you when you're done.
My back's
Not
kind of
at
getting
all.
there right now.
Yeah, mine too.
That's
Okay,
it, round in half. I'm gonna say that now. That's your you know.
We still got a lot of people here, so I just wanted to say something real quick. Guys, we bust each other's balls. We make fun of each other in the collecting community, but this is an escape from reality. Just enjoy the hobby, enjoy the camaraderie, enjoy busting each other's stones like we did when we were kids playing with this stuff. This is a great escape for me, and everybody's got shit going on in their real lives. So just try and keep your head up and talk to each other. Be friends. Not everybody has to be friends. You don't have to like everybody. But
you don't even have to like
the people you do like, reach out to, talk to, check on one another, and just try and have fun with this whole thing. This was a fun show tonight, guys. So I appreciate it. I think there's some people here watching that appreciate it. So I think we can wrap this up. Want to say a special shout out to Travis for putting together this show behind the scenes, getting us to actually show up and do some work tonight. And everybody's socials. Follow A Toy Kind of Mood. Much love to we had Black Angus out there. I'm not sure if he's still in there right now. Spec on Toy Optics, Tony's Figs, me 40 days ago on BaldyLockz Reviews. And then we also have Bobby's been doing something called Geeks Have Game. Now that I think that came before A Toy Kind of Mood.
It was the very first thing they were doing, yeah. Him and
and it's kind of being new life. So
new life with pop culture.
Bobby. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. And for A Toy Kind of Mood episode 184, No More Tears. Don't forget to bald the fuck up.
Bald the fuck up, boo.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Oh, wait. Is there an end stream thing?
Oh, my God.
Probably, but